Super zoomed up. All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up, mi gente? Welcome back to another episode of the Stay at Home Open Mic, our Monday night, late night tradition where
Woo-hoo!
we gather and share, cool things about like some art that we're working on, our passions, just getting things off our chest, working things out. It's a really great. I'm getting some. There you go. Rookie mistake. I left my computer on. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining us. We have a full list of performers from all over. Of course, Barbed Wire Open Mic Series. We are based out of El Paso, Texas, on the borderland here, El Paso and Juarez. And so, since the online open mics have started, we have grown and been able to connect with people from all around the world. And you'll get a chance to see a bunch of these people today. They will share ways in which you can support them by purchasing their books, their merchandise, or just follow online and see what cool videos they're working on, their new writings. And, definitely that's the best way to support. Follow them, buy some stuff, and it's going to be cool. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to kick off. We're going to go on the East Coast. Let's see. We're starting off. Yes, cool. She's been number one a couple times here already. We got Deadpan Lizzie in the house joining us from New York. Welcome back. How you doing today?
Hey friends, I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying being number one consistently. So it's nice.
Awesome.
Thank you. And it helps with my sleep. So I appreciate that. I got two pieces today. This first piece is part 2 to my water poem from last week. So it's called The Perfect Orgasm. As I said in part 1, I am a fiery water sign, starting out wet and cool, somewhat calm, until something or someone catches our eye or ticks us off. And then this crab cannot help but push her moon and rising sign aside and heat things up, the rougher side of a crab's persona. My show no longer soft, the spirit of the ram is charging up and the archer's arrow pointing right in her general direction. Looking deeper into those piercing hazel eyes and you will see the heat intensifying, not so subtle beneath the waves. Water and fire in one soul. What does this mean? From what I've been told, the perfect lover. And then just one more piece I'm going to share. I announced it on my social media this week. I have my first book of poetry coming out later this year. So I'm excited about that and for people to be able to buy and experience that. And this is one of the first books, one of the first poems in the book. It's not titled at the moment. A pitch black sky is my canvas, waiting patiently for me to paint it. My eyes the brush, I begin to create. Locked in, the colors begin to connect, hues of different energies blending together. As the pieces grow, so do I. A mural of my emotions for all to see, as they paint their own, the beauty of life connecting and creating all across the sky. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I like when you go first too. It's a great opening way to get the everything going. And as we always saying, set the bar. It's really quick. Your social media. How can people follow your work online and all the stuff you're working on?
Thank you. You can follow me on Instagram at ES_Strauss.
Nice. ES_Strauss. There's another nickname in there. We're working it, but I know you are the performer of many nicknames. Also, we got the beanie wearing Soul Sister, and as true to form, we're gonna start working on some merch. I've mentioned before in the past, we have BWOMS merch. Right now, we have T-shirts available online, but we will get beanies for sure.
I will be rocking the BWOMS beanies around New York City. So we'll work on that.
Be super cool. All right, thank you. Thanks for starting things off. That's awesome. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna stick around in New York, and this is, I believe, our next performer. It's his second time here at the Stay at Home Open Mic, but he's performed all over the place, and it truly is a treat to have him on. We have Andy Markert in the house. Andy, what's up, man? Good to have you back.
Hey, man, how's it going? It's good to see you guys. This is exciting. I just did a big move, so I'm sitting in my new place. So I'm going to be accompanied this evening by an echoey living room and possibly a crying baby that you can hear through the floor. He's just there to underscore my work. So I recently started a new writing project in which I am on the dating apps because I'm now single. And because I'm a poet and a glutton for punishment, I offer everyone who swipes right on me a poem. And I'm compiling all these poems into a book, which will probably have some witty title I haven't come up with yet. But these are two pieces that are short out of my Tinder swipe responses. And so we're going to just dive in and do a couple of these. Somebody asked me to write a poem about tea. So this is, teach me to sing of fire, said the tea kettle to the stove. I grew up in the tradition of sweet tea and hot summer days, broken up by the lash of thunder and rain, wet heat humidity reminding us that for some reason people settle in the most inhospitable of places. Some habits die hard. Maybe some security blankets never leave us. They just change flavor, add sweetener, become more savory as time passes. I used to listen to the rumble of a kettle, wonder when it might sing, sing of fire, sing of heat, take some banal and make it dangerous, take something everyday and make it roll, twist, bend into something new. Perhaps it is the metamorphosis we all crave, to become something altogether more unique. Find those explosive moments that remind us to whistle, to sing once more with a voice we never knew we had. And that's my first one. And the second one, in continuing with the food theme, somebody hit me with tofu. So this is Tofu Blues meets Southern Pines. God help me. I have no idea what I got into, but I'm staring at this block, and fuck if I have no idea what to do with it. Crumbly cream cheese sized block of unoriginal whiteness, reminding me to the shuddering of my soul the people I went to high school with. Bland and terribly white, wholly unappetizing in every conceivable way. But even in the simple lies something extraordinary. That blandness is just a blank slate, a reminder we can all learn from the right amount of heat, of sear, of spices, taught to us by other people, that the right kind of sauce carries with it measured knowledge. In the unlikeliest of places, we learn to evolve, build new taste, and in the end, become something deliciously extraordinary. Thank you, guys.
Oh, that was beautiful, man.
That was so awesome.
Tofu, baby.
Yeah, very, very much so. Where can we find your work, man? Where can we?
Oh yeah, you guys can find me on Instagram at Andy Meerkat with 2 T's. I'm gonna chuck that in the chat so y'all can find me. I haven't posted a ton of stuff on there recently, but I should have a big drop this weekend. I'm working on some stuff.
Oh, I love to hear that. I absolutely love to hear that. So if you're not already following them, get on that. And this is something I've said before, but maybe if you don't have the monetary means to maybe support an artist. By the way, if you guys want to share if you have like a Cash App or PayPal, definitely share those, because maybe somebody's watching and they may be looking for a little goodwill and want to and maybe send a virtual tip your way. I don't know how often that happens, but when it does, it's pretty cool. But I also say this: if people are kind of don't have those means to do so, something that really does go a long way in terms of social capital is just sharing that content, with people who might appreciate it, because we maybe get more people watching or listening, and that can help a lot too, to see that support. So Andy Meerkat, I like that. I like playing on words, and it's good to have you back. You're always welcome. Every Monday we're here. Okay. Cool. So that starts our tour of the world, starting off in New York City. It is 2 hours ahead of us here, but like I said, we're going to be jumping through time zones. We're going to even be traveling in the future. We got the homie signed up in South Korea. He's going to perform a little guitar, a little music tonight. Excited for that. But we're going to go ahead and go a little more west, and we're going to go ahead and go to Colorado, to Denver, where our friend Mike Sindler's got a little something he wants to share. Mike, Welcome to the mic.
Sure. Hey, folks. Okay. I'll tell you, instead of tofu, let's keep cooking a little bit. I'll do this one. It's a ringa called Burger Ringa. Funk music blaring in the fast food burger dive goes down well with drop fries. Couple laughs and sways in time. Song flipping frowns into smiles. Sad conversation broken, slips into laughter just like the old days. Times when things were easier, before the dreams burnt to ash. There was a strong fire, now the chill causes shivers. Still, there are embers, fresh hot batch of regrets, and free real refills on soda. And this is a little one about forest fires that is very difficult for me. My tongue trips constantly trying to do this, but I'm going to read it anyway. Dancing upwind. These are not true colors of sunset, merging muted, silent gray, fluttering ash, pollen of fire, silent sacrifice of wildlife, curved orange lines drawn, mourns brown green hills, turned carbon black stubble, beard at 5 o'clock's shadow, lit lashes, heat mirrors, red bald fall of day, burn, smolder, flake loose cops, throw entwined bone and bark high into infirm firmament, charcoal covers pastel, smooth smear smothers day, dusting dark dusk, poison paint, dry brush elemental pigment, loose silk absorbed soot. These are dull but angry hues, disguised, ragged costume mad trickster let loose on mountain smoking soil, dancing upwind. And a little gentler bit of nature here. This is Glow of Guilt. Sun gilds underside of vaporous forms, tinting earth and arching sky as well. On fluffed cap above and in cracks and folds of crepuscular shadows, violet thickens to enfold day's end, moisture over arid plain, floats like kelp off Pacific shore, hangs limp, dragging the last hour of twilight towards the west as nocturnal beasts awaken and flocks of birds return to nest in woodland copses on valley's floor. Branches, logs, and twigs for tinder are scrounged for campsites to roar in Protestant fire through the blue, black, star-freckled night. And that was inspired by a poem called Wind River, Wyoming by Alfred Bierstadt that's in the American Museum of Western Art here in Denver, which is this little jewel of a museum that nobody knows about, but it's really cool. And I'm going to put on the hat. And this is a song called Sometimes I Forget by Loudon Wainwright III. Sometimes I forget that you've gone. You've gone, you're not coming back. It's hard to believe that you're still not here. What's left behind disputes that fact. And your bookcase still holds all your books. It's as if all you've done is go out of town. You'll be back soon. That's just how it looks, but your suitcase is empty. It's right here in the hall. That's not even the strangest thing. Why would you leave your wallet behind? Your glasses, your wristwatch and ring, your glasses, your wristwatch and ring. Sometimes I forget that you've gone, that we'll never see you again. I think for a moment, I've got to give him a call, but I can't now. I realize that. No, We can't meet for lunch at the usual place, the place where we always would go. There was something I wanted to tell you so bad, something I knew you'd want to know. I could go by myself to our old haunt that seems like such a strange thing to do. The waiters would wonder what was going on. Why weren't you there? Where were you? Why weren't you there? Where were you? Sometimes I forget that you've gone. I remember, and I feel the ache. How could it have happened? How could it be? It's not true. There must be some mistake. Mementos, memories. Tell me what good are they? No, they're not much to have and to hold. It's true that you're gone and you're not coming back. And this world seems so empty and cold. But sometimes things happen. It doesn't seem strange. You're not far away. You're near. Sometimes I forget that you've gone. Sometimes it feels like you're right here. Right now, it feels like you're right here. Okay, thank you.
Oh man, what a great reading of that poem. Felt that right there. Right here. Right here. Thank you, man. Mike, what's going on with the Lighthouse Writers coming up in the next couple of weeks?
There's actually a really good reading coming up on Friday with Leslie Jameson, who's a great author. Can't remember the other author. There's two who are doing it. If y'all missed an incredible thing with Susie Q. Smith last week, if you didn't go, I mean, it was mind blowing. So stop missing these things. Go to lighthouse.org. And actually, for those of y'all who missed it, you can go. There is a YouTube channel for Lighthouse. So go back and watch that thing of Susie Q. Smith, and you're like, oh, I need to start going to this stuff regularly. But, in addition to that, there's the 1 hour daily Zoom things. There's all kinds of classes and workshops going on. Next week, we'll be writing in color. I think it's writing in color. And then the next week, after that is queer creatives. I might be mixed up on the two of those. But, yeah, just go to lighthousewriters.org and all kinds of neat stuff going on. Thanks for letting me do that, Richie.
Yeah, of course, man. We have the luck and the benefit of being able to attend these things virtually. I mean, in a lot of ways, we know it's not the same, but in other ways, like, it's just opened up new worlds. And I love the fact that it's available on YouTube. So again, lighthousewriters.org. That was a great ad. I gotta clip that and send it to them, to the organization. Yeah, but there's all sorts of workshops going on. So many of the performers today, if you guys are performing and you have a workshop coming up, and again, April is going to be a big month all around for us, right? Poetry month. Excited. Like, I already feel it. Like, it's not even April yet, and it's getting there. It's getting crazy busy, and I'm excited because last year around April, it was like the complete opposite. I was really depressed. It was a dark time. It was a really, really dark time. And then we started the online open mics, and it's been much, much nicer. And it has really helped me personally. I'm sure the same for a lot of you guys too. So it's kind of nice to commemorate almost a whole year of us kind of doing these. For a lot of us, I know some people are getting in just now, but well, you're welcome. You're always welcome. Welcome to the spot. Feel free to feel free. So we're going to go through that list, make sure everyone gets their chance to shine and do their thing. In fact, we're going to go ahead and welcome a debut performer. Talk about segue, right? He's performed. I'm talking about a debut performer here at the open mic. He has performed all over the place. He's from El Paso, joining us from El Paso. We have JP. He's gonna play some acoustic music for us today. JP, what's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Guys? Good to be here, man. Nice to see everyone doing their thing. That's awesome. Please excuse the sound. There might be the sound of a baby crying in the back, but it is what it is. I'll play like 2 songs for you guys, and let's see how it goes. Just hang my microphone here. Let's see. This one is called Tidal Wave. The absence of any meaningful words, 2 legs crossing straight back and forth, focused on the daily routine, wondering if it's all just a dream. Wandered early today, the shadow caused by 3 tidal waves. The water felt so real in my feet, wondering if it's all just a dream. The city was immobile, and so we stepped out the car, and then we ran down the block, and then we peeked inside a taller building and asked if they were okay, and someone pulled me away. Da, 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 da. The absence of any meaningful words, she walked to where the people I heard are stuck inside the daily routine, chasing currency and all the dreams. Woke up first thing today, the essence of my real life at stake. I read a well-wrote book to someone, and then another sleep phase had begun. She told me how she hated how the man left the place and he was going insane. The shy man keeps the woman by his side only when he's alone. Oh, God forbid someone knows, 'cause when she leaves, he's sad but not surprised, just glad he played it so safe. And now he's going away, and naturally the leaves fall from the sky only when he's alone. Oh, 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 oh. Thanks, guys.
Nice, man.
Can't hear you guys, but thanks. This next song is it's called Charger, and it's about my phone addiction. Sitting here with that Rachel H, emitted from a screen, shining 3 colors in my itchy eye, conveying sensual images, allowing me to dream and hold the gaze I wouldn't otherwise. The fierce pose under vintage filters, anxious for that upload and ready for the coming tide. Comments, views, re-uploads, and updates too. And I can't take a moment from this thing. I'm stuck between the pleasures and redundancy. I run and don't advance like in a dream. I need something to do. The scenery, the meadows, a trip I can't afford. verified account. Scroll down 3 months just when I'm bored. Keeping up with people I don't know. Angry about things I can't control. 1% I've got to charge my phone. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I can't take a moment from this thing. I'm stuck between the pleasures and redundancy. I run and don't advance like in a dream. I need something to do.
Dude, yes. And I know you can't hear us just yet. I'm waiting for the headphones to go in. There you go.
Guys,
There you go. Yeah, there you are, man. What's up?
back.
That was dope. Make some noise for him.
Thanks, guys.
I like that. That was dope.
Well, man, welcome to the pantheon of what many people are calling themselves the pandemic poets. You know, we're getting together and doing our thing. Your lyricism, man, is on point. And now that I'm driving around more, I need more music to bump, man. So, like, please tell me there's a way where I can do that with your music.
I don't have any music recorded at all. I'm planning on getting with the guys from Genuine Reference to maybe
Yeah.
get something going, but I still haven't done it. But I'll let you guys know as soon as I do.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for the day, dude. I can't wait. In fact, I think you did do speaking in Genuine Reference Studios, those are the homies. I collaborate a lot with them. You did do a performance, right, for the Toys and Tunes?
I did. It's on YouTube, and yeah, it's on YouTube somewhere. But yeah, it's on. I played a few songs for them.
Yeah, dude. Until then, how can we follow you online or just kind of keep up with your work and be ready for that announcement?
You guys can follow me at John Powell. Let me put that up here on Instagram, or it's on Instagram, and that'll be my ad right there. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, man. And I should also add to that was straight up just through like headphones. That was his mic, and it sounded amazing.
I'm glad it sounded good. Yeah.
Beautiful. Through little. Imagine a nice set of some nice microphones and stuff. Like,
Right.
we'll work with you, man. Maybe I can do some stuff. I'm working with some singer-songwriters and poets on a new video series I'm doing. So we should link up.
Definitely, man. Let me know.
All right, cool, man. Glad. Welcome, and yeah, come back anytime.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so yeah, once again, welcome to the Stay at Home Open Mic. Shout out to anyone who is watching on YouTube right now. If you're watching live, you're a real one. Thank you for tuning in and checking it out. Definitely say hello in the comments. And then, and as always, I encourage you to let us know what you appreciate about the show, and what line did you appreciate or like the most? Copy down in the chat. And of course, you guys can do that in the Zoom chat as well. That's always, I love it when you guys do that. And if you guys are watching this at some point in the future, that's my future, but you're present, welcome anyway, and definitely do the same. Leave a comment. Who'd you like? Who'd you appreciate? And of course, follow them, support them any way you can. Okay, so we did have a couple people drop out, which is fine. It happens. This is a weekly thing, so it's not like the end of the world. You can always come back next week, or if it's a little late, you can't make it. So we're just gonna go with the flow. That's what we're doing. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and bring up to the microphone. We're gonna go back to the East Coast, Maine. We have Generalissimo in the house. What's up, man? How you doing today?
Well, I'm trying. I gotta get up tomorrow morning and get my shot.
There you go.
I gotta drive an hour to get it, but sometimes you gotta do that to get the shot. That's
good, man. Good.
Where the appointment finally was. So let's see what I got for you. I'm gonna start off with a new poem called "Why I Am Incapable of Writing Haikus for the Rest of My Life." And my screen is too small, so I gotta make the print bigger for some reason. How does it do this to me? Okay, that's too big. The monster that resides under my bed came to surface after a dinner party with a family of drunken dust bunnies. As I slept, he inserted a hypodermic into a vial of propofol, then shot me just below my right shoulder. He next pulled out a purple Sharpie and wrote lullaby on my right cheek and goodnight on my left cheek. He proceeded to carefully wrap the Sharpie in my right hand as if I wrote the message myself, but he didn't know I was left-handed. The monster shaved my head, grabbed a stethoscope, placed its listener on my skull, topped around till he heard a noise that made him giggle, marked the spot with a red X, pulled out a power drill, drilled a 1 1/8-inch titanium bit into my skull, then inserted a stainless steel straw, slurped loudly, and yelled, "Yum, yum, I love the taste of haiku at sunrise." When I woke, I was bald, and there seemed to be a scab made of drywall spackle northwest of my left ear. Although I have never seen the monster, I know he exists despite what the people who put me in the straitjacket say. I've got some haikus that I've written that are brand new. I set a haiku on fire by biting my tongue and burnt my mouth down. The next haiku is, a haiku chased me around in circle for hours until I caught my tail. And the next one was from Tumblewords last weekend. We had to do 4 haikus demarking each season about COVID. So I started with spring. Number 1, spring. Flowers are blooming as a virus takes control of our way of life. Number 2, summer. The ocean stood still as the beachgoers stayed home and sand was toeless. Number 3, autumn. The leaves changed colors but appeared as black and white to those living indoors. Number 4, winter. Winter Wonderland had us wondering about when we will get shot. And this is my winter poem. One of the juxtapositions of winter is how on sunny days after blizzards, swaths of earth covered in blinding white are considered both beautiful and dangerous. How the sun's glare feels dark and overcast. How wind blows snow from trees onto streets and driveways, allowing the storm to linger after it has stopped. Winter is never just one storm. Winter is bitter cold that can feel like pins and needles, committing non-consensual acts of acupuncture if you dare expose a smidgen of skin when it is necessary to step out of doors. Winter is the feel of hot tea descending down your throat, warming your being, like ice-cold grape Gatorade feels after you've been pushing a lawnmower under a sweltering summer sun. Winter is layering up, sliding on a pair of thick, soft winter socks over your toes, feet, ankles, shins, and calves, stretching almost to your knees, so what goes in your boots feels like a swaddled infant protected from its environs. Winter is taking a few extra minutes in a hot shower and stepping out of it into bathroom air that makes you wonder if the heat is working. Winter is choosing to live somewhere where summers are shorter and sweltering hot and is never as hot as where summer lasts forever. Winter is a recurrence. Winter is lessons learned and relearned. Winter is a list of solutions derived from a list of hindrances. Winter is a metaphor for living life and dealing with people and money and getting older. Winter is a metaphor for being human. And I'm going to try to put on a hat. I don't know if I put it on straight because I'm going to do what Michael did and read some lyrics from a song. This is called Broken Things. It's written by Julie Miller, but the song that I knew is actually by a folk duo from the 90s called the Williams Brothers, not the gospel people, but just two young white guys. But this is called Broken Things. You can have my heart, though it isn't new. It's been used and broken and only comes in blue. It's been down a long road and it got dirty along the way. If I give it to you, will you make it clean and wash the shame away? You can have my heart if you don't mind broken things. You can have my life if you don't mind these tears. Well, I've heard that you make old things new, so I give you these pieces all to you. If you want it, you can have my heart. So beyond repair, nothing I could do. I tried to fix it myself, but it was only worse when I got through. Then you walk right into my darkness, and you speak words so sweet, and you hold me. Thank you.
Yeah, man. And
Yes.
Alissimo.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. We love you.
Amazing,
my God.
man. Yeah.
Is Nico here?
He's here. He finally made it.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I'm sorry. I've been super busy. Super busy.
Mhm.
It's all good, man. You're actually six up on the list, so it's good to have you back, Nico. And and Alissimo, you're gonna publish that book of haikus, like just filled with all the Franco coups.
Eventually, I will do that. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm
I'm
just
totally down with the helping that endeavor. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
who's saying that.
Thank you.
Marissa.
We used to say Marissa.
I'm totally down with helping that endeavor.
Is that Marissa Tomei from my cousin
There you
Denny's?
go.
I'll
Did you
take
hear
Marissa
that?
Plata instead because she's a good cook.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yes. Let's go.
There you go. I love that. You hear that? The hint, wink, wink, elbow, nudge, nudge.
Yeah,
Help
absolutely.
with that.
Thank
Awesome,
you
man.
very much.
Thanks for being on, man. Yeah,
I'm
how can
gonna
we connect
put
with you?
I'll put my shit in the chat. Yeah, I can't
In the
even think of it.
doobly doo.
Yeah, I'm kind of
In that
kind of
doobly-doo.
tired and need to get to sleep, but I'm gonna wait for Nico to go before I go to sleep.
Okay, right on, man. Yeah, awesome, man. I do appreciate when a lot of you guys it's late, so you stick on for a while. Do appreciate that. Yeah, speaking of time travel, I saw on Facebook like you had moved around all these places in the past. I was like, whoa.
Well, you know what? I was up last night and I was looking at my history, and I had the dates wrong on where I when I was a kid, and so I just changed the date of when my family moved to Puerto Rico. And for some reason, it appeared as a post, and I don't know how that appears as a post when I was just going into the history. But then
Yeah,
again,
we're all notified.
Facebook
it's all
likes to expose you, right?
I know, right? It's hard to like move in silence. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through as always. And yeah, Nico will be up pretty soon. But right now we're gonna go back to El Paso, and we have one of our awesome poets who it's always she doesn't make it all the time, so it's a treat when she's here and gets to share a couple pieces. She will also be hosting a workshop for Poetry Month for Tumble Words. Metaphors be with you. Let's go ahead and welcome to the stage Robin Schofield. Welcome back, Robin.
Thank you. How's my sound? Does that sound
good.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I switched computers, so I'm a privileged person. All right, I'm going to read a couple of poems, 3 poems to be exact, from a series I was writing a while back, and recently I started sending them out, and I got a poem taken from the American Journal of Poetry, which is pretty good online journal founded by Robert Nazarene. So I wrote a series a while back, and this is the beautiful cover of this book called Sunflower Cantos, and it was about a kind of a trickster figure named Cantalily. And I didn't know it then, but Cantalily had a brother named Narciso. So this is the ballad of Narciso. Moss covers names on a stone. Neither names the other. My name is north of here. My name is not the way home. My name can be stamen or pollen. My name is not the sound of fire. Yet I am burnt as a pumpkin seed. My name is no secret. My name is beekeeper. My name is not coyote, though I stalk by night, whatever's out in the weather. My name is the sound of water, the shore where I grew up. Though my name is not the ocean, my name is the bosque, where sandhill cranes stop over. My name is the flowering corn. My name is not the sky. My name wears me down. My name is in the north side pond. My name is I cannot turn away from my name. My name is not what I thought it was. Thanks. And this one is, I don't think that first one, I like it, but it wasn't taken by the journal, but this one was. Narciso contemplates nighttime prey. There was a hailstorm, my head full of granite. What a relief to tear the thigh off the rabbit. I had to kick to get free. The oily tongue of the night spoke in gasoline dialects, feeble teachers I despise. There was a month of rain. My eyes felt like boulders were behind each one, tramping like soldiers. The river started flowing, my heart like a wave in the black ocean, a man you cannot save. And then this is, it's actually a little collection already. It hasn't been published yet, but I have hopes for it. And this is the ending poem, I think. Well springs in the desert. Cantilily prepared to go to the well by disguising herself. Her feet became shovels, her shins like an elephant's, her hair a gray mass of wires, face pocked as limestone ledges. In loose gray robes, Cantilily stood by the well to guard it for the old crones, a jewel rare in the desert. This water cannot be given to just any thirsty fool, as the three crones told Cantilily. What goes on and never gets tired? The road goes on and on. What enters the forest and never rustles? My shadow, the silent one. What is the melon in the pumpkin patch? Cantilily was stumped and could not think of the answer, so she was sent to the well to guard the water. Soon a young man came along in an LL Bean jacket. Grandmother, I'll give you anything you want for a drink of water. Well, then how about a kiss? The startled man ran away, though he was so thirsty. Cantilily laughed at how the old crone's advice had worked. Soon another young man came down the trail and saw the well. Grandmother, I'll give you anything you want for a drink of water. Well, then how about a kiss? The horrified man backed away slowly as if from a rattlesnake. Cantilily stamped her feet, causing him to trip over a rock and yell out as though he'd been shot. What sport, thought Cantilily. Soon another person came to the well and said the same thing. Only this time the young man said, of course, Grandmother, I'll even give you a hug. Cantilily was thrilled to hear the response, for she recognized the young man due to the bird wing arm he tried to keep hidden under a sling. When Cantilily turned around to give Narciso the water, she had shed her disguise. My sister, allow me to look in your eyes, for I have not seen myself since I left the still pools in the dry river. Narciso, what is the melon in a pumpkin patch? Cantilily, what runs and doesn't run away? The heart runs and runs. Night came gradually, the sky a radiant cobalt. When Cantilily looked in the well at midnight, moon overhead, she saw the answer, the moon among stars. Thank you. So that's my little, I ripped off every fairy tale and myth in the world, I think. But they're common motifs.
Awesome. Robin, do you want to talk about your workshop coming up in April?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna write a lot of metaphors, and then we're gonna write an extended metaphor. so we're going to come out with a pretty good poem by the end of it, I think. It's going to be fun.
Definitely.
And
Always a lot of
that'll
fun.
be April 17th, 1 to 3 Mountain Daylight Time. So
Awesome. Thank
those
you.
of you in different time zones. So
Yeah, we're already back in daylight.
and every workshop, every Saturday for Tumblewords is really good, but this month it's especially good.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be celebrating. So come through the 17th. Metaphors be with you. Tumblewords project you can find online through Facebook. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to promote? Like if the people want to purchase one of those books there?
Oh yeah, you can find this one on Amazon, this one here. But it's probably best just to email me and we'll work out shipping and envelope costs, and we won't give Amazon our money. I'll put my email in the chat.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us once again, Robin.
Hey, this is my second week in a row, Richie.
Yeah. It might become up a trend, a pattern. I'm glad you're able to find your way back too. I know there were some mic issues, but we figured it out. So thank you. Much love, Robin. Yes.
Thank you,
always
Richie.
good to have you. Awesome. Yeah. So she mentioned Tumblewords project. So here's that part for that shameless self-promotion. I'm going to go ahead and kick off the month of April for Tumblewords, and I'll be leading a workshop on April 3rd. Saturday, April 3rd, Tumblewords. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to be talking about, I'm also going to cover metaphors, but the title of my workshop is Mixtape Muse or Mixtape Music. Stick around and find out what that's about. Or join us 1 to 3 p.m. daylight savings time. We'll post about it and all that good stuff. But let's go and keep going. We're going to go ahead and go international for the first time today. We're going to go to South Korea, where my good friend Luis Camberos is going to join and play a couple songs today. Luis, and also I kind of bumped him up because he didn't even get to perform last week. I forgot that he was signed up and he didn't even get to go on. So Luis, how you doing, man? Let's
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Cool, man. Welcome.
Hello.
There you are.
Up here. So I released a song. I think it's on Bandcamp. It's called Jacinta in the Dark. It's I wrote the music, and then my partner Nancy Lechuga wrote the poem, and I sang along to it. So I'm gonna sing that first. Jacinta, you're a sparrow, romancing a single grain of wilted corn from a tired beak, and then you flee. You gave into the hunger last Tuesday. You were the bee, drinking pain and gossiping with the wind. Jacinta, you can't see these scars in the dark, not the red wine kissing your teeth, nor your sins falling to their knees. Well, it's easy to stay broken than to decorate the wreckage mosaic, the pieces and persist. Ooh. out your tongue. Let the sunlight into your body. Feel the photons urging you to forgive.
Nice, man. Hell yeah.
Mm.
Give me some cinematic inspirations.
Thank you. This next song is a cover. It's by the Supremes. It's called You Can't Hurry Love. I need love, love to ease my mind. I need to find someone to call mine. But mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. Well, it's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. You gotta trust, give it time. No matter how long it takes, but how many heartaches must I stand before I find a love to let me live again? Right now the only thing that keeps me hanging on, and when I feel my strength, yeah, it's almost gone. I remember mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. Well, it's a game of give and take. How long must I wait? How much more can I take before loneliness will cause my heart to break? No, I can't bear to live my life alone. I grow impatient for a love to call my own. But when I feel that I can't go on, oh, these precious words keep me hanging on. I remember mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. Well, it's a game of give and take. How long must I wait? How much more can I take before loneliness will cause my heart to break?
Yeah, man. Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That was good, man.
Thank you.
Awesome rendition. How can we connect with you, man? Find your music online. I know you're on Spotify and all that.
Yeah, so I have an instrumental album. If you type Luis Camberos on practically every streaming platform. But I just released Jacinta in the Dark on Bandcamp. But you would have to like search Bandcamp and then my name, Luis Camberos, and then I plan on releasing the single on the other streaming platforms soon. Yeah, probably today. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, look forward to that. Definitely share some links and stuff. Luis, man, much love. Thank you for joining us. I know it's what, like midday for you over there? What time is it?
Oh, it's 12:16. It's the afternoon.
Yeah,
So,
there you go. Yeah, midday. Awesome, man. Well, glad you can make it and got to perform today. I remember what is it in February? Mary Wilson of the Supremes had passed away, and so If you don't know, after these open mics, we usually just have like a little hangout, an after party, if you will, where we just talk, hang out. But I remember that night, we had heard of Mary Wilson's passing, and so Luis got to play a special rendition. I love your version, man. So I'm really glad you brought it today. Thanks, man, for joining us. Cool. Let's see, and also for helping with the sound check earlier, man. A lot of help.
No worries, man. I got you.
Cool. Thank you. All right, cool. We're gonna keep going. Now check it out. Man, I hate when people have to drop out, but it's midterms, and so like people got tests and quizzes to study for, and so we did have one of our awesome performers, couldn't make it today. And like I said, it's not the end of the world. Life happens. And so in her place, we're gonna go ahead and bring up someone you all know and love. I believe she said she's got a new piece that she's gonna share today. We have Marissa Prada in the house. Marissa, what's up? Hello. Marissa.
Oh, Luis, that was so beautiful. Man, Luis, I'm going to come find you because we're going to be doing stuff with musicians and whatever I can do to pour love into all of you and what you do. Yes, this is a new piece. I did it for the first time at Neo tonight, and it's pretty fire. So here we go. I wrote this because of so many of the women who I'm working with right now, writing these chapbooks and getting them published. And then all of the women entrepreneurs who I've had the pleasure of getting to know. This is a poem for you. It is a little fiery. So just, after Luis's beautiful song, this is going to shake some shit up. All right, here we go. So Denise, if you ever watch this back, beautiful. Here you go. Attention, poets. The patriarchy is alive and well in poetry. God forbid a woman makes moves. Start pushing up, poets. Start printing their poems. Start selling their books. God forbid a woman create a stage with a mic and a spotlight and a crowd calling for more. God forbid a woman fast forward the misappropriated clock of misogyny, the gentrification of genitals on women who need to sit down, shut up, bend over, get on their knees, and be grateful we even get to the mic, right? Then suck more cock. Oh, all the cock I should have gotten off. Guess I should have sucked just one more dick, maybe, for that one more shot, for that one more mic night, right? Right in the eye, blindsided by dreams you were selling me, never able to deliver me. Even from my own peers of the pen with their penises in hand, swinging and slinging scores, somehow I should just be glad you allowed me to read at all. Somehow victimizing you as I grind like a girl on a mission from God to set right all the words of women writers flogged into submission for so long now. Regardless of education, no PhD would deem me worthy of anything except kneeling. Misogyny of the misses who belong on the sidelines. Take the opportunity to parade you around. See your dreams come true because I'm just a cheerleader, right? I'm so sick of the male-dominated dick licking like you mean it just to get in the door organizations run by dickwads who can't realize the success of a women's pen when they won't lift a fucking finger unless it's into the ass of a female fucking forgetfulness back into her brain. Now, I'm not a man hater. I love men and I love dick. I'm just not down with those who think they can run circles in a woman's world. All you're doing is chasing your tail. It's a dogma eat dogma world, and I'm starving for a comeuppance of the good old boys club. For when you stand for nothing, your fragile Humpty Dumpty Easter egg ego gets cracked as you fall for everything. So I pat your patriarchal ass on the head, give you back your spotlight mic, and politely tell you no thank you. Well, no thank you, and go fuck yourself. For we ain't coming for you anymore. But we fucking coming for you.
We coming for you. Woo! I love that
Hell
piece
yeah.
from you, Marissa. I love that piece from you. That was so fucking fire.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's
yes.
freaking amazing.
.com, .org, .net on their ass.
PoetCon, yes! I was like, man, where's my ladies at? There, yes, this was for all of you beautiful writers on this journey with me. Fuck the patriarchy. I don't, this is not a personal thing. This is a professional thing.
Yes.
We love men and women.
We love our pens too, amen.
We love our motherfucking pens.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you,
Oh,
Richie.
yes. Hell yeah. Marissa, freaking amazing.
Come
Yeah.
find me on Facebook.
Thank you
Marissa
for the
Prada,
spaces you
Prada
created.
Painting,
Yeah.
And poetry on IG. I author Poetography 505. I co-author The Word Is Right, WRITE. And of course, we just launched Red or Green Books, Red, READ, redorgreenbooks.com is our website. We're also on Facebook and IG. We're launching 10 brand new poets this year, including Poet Con and Denise. So many, and Matthew Matakin is here tonight. Elemental was at Nuyo. So many incredible poets, and we have 10 more coming up at the end of the year as well. So thank you guys. There's a $1,000 cash slam this Saturday also. So come find me at The Word Is Right.
Yeah, April 3rd. Nice. Check that out. The Word Is Right. So Marissa, much love. Thank again, all those venues, and what a very true poem. You know, we got to clip that and post that all over the place so people know, so they know. Great lines in there too. Freaking amazing. So yeah, speaking of Denise, you know, she couldn't make it tonight, so we put Marissa there to spit that wonderful poem. But I just recently had an awesome chance to have a recording session with Denise, and so we recorded a couple of her poems. The first of which I released on our YouTube channel. So if you are watching this on our YouTube channel, you can just click there at some point and go watch it at some point. It's really cool. I also put a link in the chat if you guys want to check that out or save it so you can watch later. But yeah, amazing. I mean, this is nothing without you guys, you know? It's all the power. So I appreciate it. Okay, let's go. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going because I know it's late for our next performer, and I appreciate him sticking on. We have Jeff Cottrell in the house. Jeff, it's freaking amazing. He's hilarious. I love everything that he's performed so far at this venue and at others that I've caught him at. So Jeff, take it away, man. The stage is yours.
All right. So I think I'll do a couple of found poems tonight. This one's called Kids Write Jokes, a found poem. And it's based on a Twitter account some of you might know that has attempts at jokes by kids. So Kids Write Jokes, a found poem. Hello, idiot. Is your refrigerator leaking? You know it is. You're so old you broke in half. Question, what do you think I am talking about? Something that smells like an elephant's bum, looks like an ogre, and eats rubbish. Answer, you, haha. Imagine if a ham fell off the Eiffel Tower. My eyes flew out when I was eating a taco on the toilet. Why did he go to the toilet? Because he is foolish of the world. What's a fish with no eyes? Dead? There were two fish in a bowl, and one fish looked at the other and said, fish don't talk. How many fish? Because the sky. How about when there is a silly man? There was a guy who had problems. Every time he laughed, he can't breathe. His friend keeps telling him funny jokes without knowing about this, so the guy with problems is like, stop, I can't breathe. So he died. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a shark. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then it ate my whole body. I did not care at all. Doctor, doctor, I think I am a supermarket. Okay, well, I don't want to buy anything. Doctor, doctor, I hit my head. What do you want me to do, stupid? If spiders can't walk, they would be raisins. Did you know what a turkey likes to eat? Probably not turkey. Do you know the chicken who went to the city to buy a hat? How did the chicken survive? because he ate himself for dinner. What do you get when you cross a T-Rex and a chicken? Nothing but death. How come a chicken didn't eat his sandwich? Because a monkey ate the sandwich. Why did the monkey go to school? Because monkeys don't know anything. Why do monkeys eat banana? Because bananas are not afraid. Why did the banana eat himself? He had nothing. Why did the egg cross the road? Because it was ugly. Why did the frog get the bus to town? He is lazy. What do you call a cat? What is broken? Stupid cat. What did the robot say to the centipede? Stop being a centipede. Why did the dragon went camping? What else is he supposed to do? What did the sheep say up a cold mountain? Why am I here? What did the jealous man say to the movie star? You stink, loser. What did Joker say to Batman? You're so stupid. What is the only one thing is Batman scared of? Bats, and also the Joker. Why were cowboys invented? Because they're idiots. Who is the old man that have 6 eyes? It is you. Why did the Skittle go bowling? Because he is part of bowling. What is 70 million plus 22,874,928 plus 74,746 plus 1? Nobody will ever know. A horse walks into a bar. The man says, "Are you an alcoholic?" The horse disappears in a puff of dust and appears at Charing Cross. The girls riding the horse, they all talking and putting on makeup. Then they hated each other. Then they be friends, and they going to sing, and they singing, and everyone is happy. That was Kids Write Jokes, a found poem. And this other found poem is a series of lines from classic movies in which they say the names of the movies. It's called 22 Lines from Classic Movies in which they say the names of the movies. 1. That's strange. Nobody's supposed to sleep well in Casablanca. 2. Next Saturday night, we're sending you back to the future. 3. Well, I guess some like it hot. I personally prefer classical music. 4. In moonlight, black boys look blue. 5. That's a great white shark, a 20-footer, 3 tons of them, and full of jaws. 6. Luke, I've had it. I'm taking my reward and leaving. You're not getting me mixed up in one of these Star Wars. 7. You know, they say there are 3 kinds of people in this crazy mixed up world. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Which one are you, punk? Which one are you? 8. I'm gonna lay 400 blows on this kid if he don't settle down. 9. Vincent, we got a hit to do, motherfucker. Stop sitting on that toilet and reading that Pulp Fiction. 10. Well, it's been an interesting year in the Broadway community. Why don't you just sit back, relax, and let me tell you all about Eve. 11. He crawled through a river of shit and came out clean on the other side. And that, my friends, is what they call the Shawshank Redemption. 12. You don't get it, Willard. I ain't talking about no apocalypse yesterday, and I ain't talking about no apocalypse next week. I'm talking about an apocalypse now. 13. I shall take over all the oil fields in California, and if I should happen to cut my finger in the process, there will be blood. 14. I'll catch this wanted man for a fistful of dollars. 15. I'll catch this wanted man for a fistful of dollars, but I'll kill him for a few dollars more. 16. I swear, these motel rates are so high, they're completely psycho. 17. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman, the movie. 18. Ho mangiato 3 ippopotami transessuali con la dolce vita, ma la stupida fattoria di salsicce ci ha affeggiato la mia bella scialda. 19. Would you like some fries with that, Citizen Kane? 20. Get busy living or get busy dying. And that, my friends, is what they call the life of Brian. 21. Sir, I just saw Jefferson Smith heading to the train station. Where does Mr. Smith go? Sorry, I didn't catch that. I asked, where does Mr. Smith go? Still can't hear you, kid. Where does Mr. Smith go? Gotta speak louder, kid. I said, where does Mr. Smith go? Why, Mr. Smith goes to Los Angeles to meet the Big Lebowski. And finally, number 22, forget it, Jake. It's with Nail and I. 22 movie lines. Thank you.
God, I love that one, man. The performance of it as well. That's great, man. We
Awesome.
recently putting together a Cinemic mixtape, so that'd be perfect, man. Really quick, how can we follow you online, man? And if you got any cool events coming up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can be found online, jeffcottrell.com, and I'm easy to find on Facebook and Twitter and Wattpad. And I have a couple events coming up in the next couple of weeks. Marissa Prada hosts The Word is Right on April 10, and I'm co-featuring with the Generalissimo. So I'll put the Facebook link to that in the chat. This Saturday, I am also taking part in a Zoom live reading, script reading of The Life of Brian. So there's a group with the cast is in, but hopefully the watching one will be up soon. And that's all I can do for now, but I'll put that in the chat.
Right on, man. Awesome. I'm glad you made it today, and we'll definitely check those out. Appreciate it. Cool. All right. Yeah, man. Word is right. That sounds like an awesome event. Definitely got to make that one. Check out the links to those events if you got them right now. Let's see where we at on the list. Okay, I think we're doing good. We're doing good on time. Our next performer, let's see, who do we got? Yeah, I love his background, because when he walks away, I think it's him in a perpetual state of amusement. Like, man, he's really loving this poem. It was perfect for when Jeff was up. I just saw in the background the whole time. But let's go ahead and welcome our next performer. You already know him. It's Nick Paleologos. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man?
Oh, I am fantastic. Hey, everyone. Yes, so it is perfect, the background, especially for following Jeff too as well and everything. Although I'm not as silly as Jeff, but eventually I'll get there one day. And also I cannot recommend The Word is Right enough. The Word is Right is just so fucking dope. You guys need to definitely check it out already, and everything. So I have I'm gonna do two. If I have time, I'll do a third one. So this first one's a brand new piece. I literally just finished it like a few minutes ago.
New shit.
It is literally fresh shit right here.
New fresh shit.
Yeet. This one is called A Candled Light. A bright light started at birth. That twinkle in your baby eyes. Curiosity didn't kill you. It was stagnation. You used to be vibrant. You had a smile on all the time. Tell me, have you walked on heated coal and left your legs behind? Has your candle melted? Has life finally gotten to you? Having been fucked over, letting opportunities slip, having failed a million times with only a handful of successes, being rejected, being misfitted, felt love like a cattle prod against your chest, letting another melt the wax chest of your sculpted body. Why not let your flames kindle your passion? Yes, you have failed, but are you gonna let the outside ocean drown your flame? Aren't you still here? Your wick, your wax, and your flame are still within, isn't it? It isn't? Here's a Zippo, some wax, and a new wick. Even if you don't rise back up, a flame can still burn on. Your light isn't gone. It's just morphed into something brighter. Don't you know when they fuck with your fire, they get singed? I understand you are hurt. You need air, space, and kindling so that you can breathe fire. This fire is your kindling. You are the beacon in a black hole sun. Won't you come and light up the sky? Just make sure you bring your Zippo and impact individuals. So your fire may never die. That was the first one. This second one I'm sort of feeling right here because I'm not sure what I want to do for the 1-year anniversary show coming up. So this is one of the pieces that I've limited down to. This is my Who Am I piece. Name, Nicholas Gennaro Paolo was born September 23rd, 1989 at 1:52 a.m. Gender male, eyes brown. About his jersey, a Springsteen and Taylor ham, raised out of a swamp with murky moss, mystifying mania, manufacturing my manifestation. My sign isn't air, but I burn with passion. I flow like water, and I'm always ever morphing. I have been a radio host, actor, producer, graphic designer, streamer, drummer, bassist, showman, Swiss Army knifing my way into anything to plug and perform my task to praise. You wouldn't have known any of that if you saw me walking on the street. I probably would have music in my ears. Music kept that little annoying voice in my head from harming myself. You know what else I've been told? That I look like a terrorist. Tell me, is it my skin? Is it my beard? Tell me, well, how do I qualify as one? Those words are 9mm. Mine are nukes. Your shit might hurt me, possibly kill me. My shit will exterminate your hatred. And if you want to still give me that title, I am one. With my words, I am the paranoid what you've always feared, that you fail to control me, mold me, make me, meld me into something that I'm sure as hell I'm not. I am a dreamer, a believer, and a poet. I am Nick at Night, the fearless cult leader, the Bob Ross of hosting, the real one, the real Nick P. Nick Paleo Poetry. Nick Paleo flows so hard. It's been a pleasure for you to get to know me. Now let me get to know you. What do you think, Richie? You think I gotta do one more, or you want me to cut it off right there?
You got time, man. Yeah, you got time.
I got time. All right. So this last one is another one of my pieces that I am considering also as well. I'm trying to find it right here. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna do this one here. This one's called "I'm Taking You to Church." Welcome to the Church of Poeminality. We accept everyone, unless you are an oppressor or you have any of these diseases, but not limited to xenophobia, racism, sexism, homophobia, misogyny, and any form of any other hatred of our human race. We have services available to rehab those behaviors. If you or any members are inflicting any harm, you will be booted faster than Des Bryant throwing up the X after a touchdown. The matrimony is prose and poetry. We anoint the sick with the oils of our ink. We are baptized and confirmed in words. Our ordained ministers are the hosts. We don't do communion here. Community is enough. Our columns have poetry all over them. Our scriptures are poetry slams. Our hymns are free verses. Our windows are stained glass of poets of the past and present. Our scaffolding states you are worth it. No confessions here. Our work is all we need. The debts to be paid is to yourself. You do owe yourself love and to properly tell your story. If you cannot pay, we will work with you. Anyone can attend the Church of Poeminality. Just be brave, be vulnerable, don't be hateful, and more importantly, be yourself. We look forward to having you here. And if you are new here, then we will say, I'm taking you to church. The church isn't a building, though. It's every open mic you've ever been to. That's it.
Beautiful, man. Wow. I love the two back to back together. They have that effect. But amen. Amen. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you so
Much
much.
love.
Which ones do you like back to back? Do you like the first
Yeah,
two?
the last
like
two you did.
Oh, last two? The last two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The I
Yo,
am
first two flowed
Coleman.
together though.
Yeah, dig it, man. So really quick, how can people maybe tuning in on YouTube and seeing you for the first time, how can they find more of your work and follow your poetic journey?
Man, you could find me on Instagram. I am at the real Nick P, like I referenced to in the Who Am I poem. It's TheRealNickP. And wherever you could find me also at Vocabulary, you could find me at The Word Is Right, Nuyo. You'll find me like all over the place and everything. Even at Society X Haven, and even every now and again at Bottoms Up too as well, with Lacan too as well. So, and also here at BWOMS too as well. Thank you so much, Richie, for having me, and everyone who's ripped before me and who's gonna rip after me. You're all awesome. Thank you so much.
Yo, thank you, man. Yeah, thank you, man. And you're always, like we're connected in those ways, right? Those are our poetic threads. And speaking of poetic threads, you're always rocking really cool poetry shirts, poetic threads. So I love it, man. Really cool stuff. And we're gonna keep going just so we can get people on. Want to make sure everyone gets their time to do their thing in this church, man, where we share and we pass along, and those are great rules. Yeah, I did like those back to back for sure. But check it out, we got a return. We have a return performer, someone who if you've been here in the beginning, you remember him. A lot of us been asking for him to come back, and he's signed up a lot of times, and we just miss him anyway. So it's good to have him back joining us. We got Nico Kim back in the house. Nico, what's up, man? Welcome back.
Yeah. All right. So first off, I just have to say quickly, Nick. So O comes before P in the alphabet. So Nick P went before Nick O. I just thought it was funny. Anyway, Nick P. I just wanted to say very quick, the first two poems that you wrote, that you shared, it reminded me of "Sublime with Rome," Gasoline. When you mess around with fire, you get burned. No, there's no lie, but Lord only knows I'm better with gasoline. I think you should check out that song. I think you dig it because it connects to me. So since your poems connect to me in that way, I thought maybe you would like them. So anyway, so I've got like 3 quick poems, and I'll just start getting to them. No, I have to say, so I've been saying this shit for a reason, guys. Like, all right, so the first 2 poems is shit your poems you'll hear that you've probably heard before, but like, I've been saying this shit for a reason. With that, I would say, don't judge me until you've walked a mile in my shoes. However, I already know the response is going to colloquially be, the shoe doesn't fit, therefore the stride is incomplete. The point is, I'm out here trying to show motherfuckers how I've been walking. They're just steady stuck on the silly stereotype of what people say about small feet. What was next? Oh yeah. I came out the womb fighting fisticuffs with the Grim Reaper. Stop. I need to restart that. Hey, I need to restart that. I'm sorry. This poem's called How About That? Again, this poem's called How About That? I'm just all in a rush. That's the ADHD. I came out the womb fighting fisticuffs with the Grim Reaper. The man upstairs looked down at me and said, that's a slim creature. So he gave me the heart of 1,000 nights, and I've now fought battles in 1,000 fights and always ended up the victor. Like a meme or a picture, I'm a snapshot of history in the making, dedicating my time and rhyme to divine minds. So I find it funny when someone tries to discriminate, like, I don't already know of hate when I'm not accepted by any of my kind. But instead of trying to whine, I try to find love, which helps me maintain my state of mind. And usually it's physical. I mean, it's funny because this fool decided to tell me that chicks don't like cheeks. So I proceeded to ask him, then why is yo bitch sending me winks? You see, I'll be one of the first to laugh at a crack about eating cats and dogs or having a small dick, because I've learned quick that even if someone intends to hurt you, it impacts them more when you laugh with them. I'm not trying to get into 1,000 more fights because my human rights have taken a blow, but I've shown and will show any bigot who chooses to speak that weak words and weak minds will never mend or bend mine. And if you want to test that fact, you can catch me outside. So I'll set up this next phone because that's really loud, and I don't know this phone by heart. I've got to pull it up. So give me a second. It's just a quick walk to my computer, and then boop, scoop diddy doop, we're here. All right, so March Madness. I guess I'm not reacting to this Asian hate as well as I thought. My white side tells me that stopping Asian characters of negativity should not be acceptable for the children, to the point where they gave middle fingers to those who are negatively impacted. Thank you, cousin, for showing me that the fight for a racist caricature is worth flipping off your own family. The birds are well received and understood. My work environment tells me that I must openly accept racists who'd use my race against me like a wooden baseball bat to my chin. But lucky for me and him, I already learned how to face childish blows head first, cheek first, chinky smile and all, baby. And my country's media, my wonderful country's media, that tells me that here in America, the motivations of an Atlanta gunman is sexually driven. Such a lusty outlet, such a trusty outlet. Then in Korea, the headline from an interview with a Korean witness inside the massage spa, Atlanta Chongguk Bamin Asiain da Chukki Kesda Malhe. Atlanta shooter tells me I'm going to kill all Asians. Yeah, it must be the lusty drive that drove him to do such things. Damn, it hurts to be reminded of the scars that exist. Aigo, Olgulapo. You've never been so divine in accepting your defeat. And I've never been more scared to be alone. If love is not enough to put my enemies to sleep, then I'm putting out the lantern. Find your own way back home. Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah, man. Nico.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nico, that was fucking
Nico,
fire,
damn
man.
it.
Damn.
Come find
So
your
good.
Thank you, guys.
Golden, man. Golden. Beautiful. Hey, man. We love to see more. You see you more often. Good to see you. What are you working on? What you got any projects? Anything we can follow right now or check out online?
Yo, so like send some good karma, right? So like I submitted this shit to like multiple, I submitted like some poems to like multiple like outlets and all that, and like months ago. And usually they respond with like, this is shit like in a month, which they've done already past it. But like one of them is in process with button poetry, which would be a fucking nice meme. If any of my poems could get onto button poetry, that'd be pretty dope. But yeah, that's what I'm currently working on.
Go ahead, poet.
Hell yeah, man. You got any socials you want to share with our viewers on YouTube?
Yeah, so you can check me out on YouTube. I've got like 2 or 3 videos online. I've got a SoundCloud with a few songs and a few poems. And then if you want to add me on Facebook, that's Nico Kim, Nicko space Kim, like Kim Jong-un, because super Korean. So yeah, that's everything. Except, by the way, holy fuck bomb. Like, what the fuck? Like, this so BWOMS is the spot, right? This is my home. This is where and like all of these fucking fire. Marissa, what the fuck? Like, I've heard you so many times. That was the most fire poem I've ever heard you speak. Like, thank you for sharing. Everybody who's here, thank you for sharing. I mean, thank you for coming to El Paso. Like, you guys are all awesome, and I appreciate you.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for that. It's cool. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's been a lot of growth and a lot of interconnectivity between a lot of the online mics and slams and all that, and our world got smaller in a way, so it's cool. And all these connections are going to lead to big things, once things settle down. Like we can start doing tours and stuff, and like now we have connections in cities all around the country and even world, and I think that there's some magic in that. So I hope we can keep building these bonds where we can create a powerful network of the pandemic poets, right? Post-pandemic poets all on, and as Khan likes to say, poets all over the world. Hell yeah, our artists all over the world. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm glad to have you back, Nico. We've missed you. And did you say if you got accepted to bun poetry, it would be a nice meme? Did you say
a hell of a meme? Oh, bro, poets are
I
the
love it.
best meme generators in the world. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, awesome. I'm out of focus right now. Okay, cool. What is up? All right, so let's keep going. We're gonna go to San Francisco. One of almost everyone's favorite. She's also someone who has built some amazing platforms during this whole pandemic, and just another avenue for us to all connect and chat, hang out, and share our work. Y'all know from Fincabulary Presents and the podcast, the shows. We got Finn Bell up next. How you doing? Welcome back.
Doing well. Thank you so much. Glad to be here. Yay. And I'm seeing a lot more familiar faces. And oh my God, Nico, that was just fire. Just loved it. I don't experience enough of you. Now I need to find you everywhere, Nico. Okay, I'm going to share something I did at the last Tumble Words, which was a do haikus dream in animated GIFs. I love that. So this was the season haiku that I did. Number 1, winter. Snow upon window, confectioner's sugar dream holds us in stillness. Spring. Buds press tender heads up to the nurturing earth. Sun like anxious spouse. Summer. Water turns to steam, the air ripples and cooks well, a world perspiring. Fall. Time lapse, new leaf, flame, wind sighing, loosening belts. Death's lessons are lived. And the next poem is something I created for Lacan's theme for his Haven on Friday nights. The theme last week was Take Me Home. So this is what I came up with. It doesn't have a title yet, so its title right now is Take Me Home. You carefully map out the borders you plan to draw upon my body. You mark the barriers I should not cross. Heavy white lines upon the brown of my chest. My nipples arouse you as you pass your hand between my breasts, as you cleave me with your paint from neck to mons pubis, creating perfect halves of east and west. You waver a moment. Your eyes contemplate a foundation as your desire engineers its bearings, brick by brick. Arches rising and falling, an elegant deck spans the distance and connects my dark areola. Your imagination holding our shared bridge aloft, a breath's intake. Before you look away and let it topple, repulsed and ashamed. And then I wanted to finish off with a poem, cover on a poem that actually inspired a poem that I shared a while ago. So I shared a haibun at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. And this is the haibun that inspired it. It's Such Stuff as Dreams Are Made Of by Ken Jones. Suddenly that fold in the hills, the whole world straightens out. Strangely simple to find on the map the kilometer square in which dreams occur. Ruins in Ordnance Survey Gothic. No road or track. At least 2 days hard winter trek over the mountains. But I know I have to go. Trod into the mud, a leather sole, its tread faces upwards. Sunlight drifts across the hills, rolling up the shadows. A ruin tops the pass, pale among the ghosts. I start a hare. Heart sinks, vast bog of rushes, yellow in the rising moon. Moon shadows of ancient stories mark the vanished track. Descending now to frozen pastures, hollow to my stick in soft moonlight, a Palladian shooting lodge appears with a Moorish garlaching shed. I make my way toward the lighted porch. A tall, spare figure in tweeds holds out his hand. You've been a long time coming. How long have you been waiting then? 74 years. Stuck in the frozen earth, worn spade and fork, lean this way and that. A convivial evening. It turns out we have identical tastes in writers, composers, painters, and philosophers, and women. We get to reminiscing above the fireplace. Woodlands and oils, solitary figure, lost in a gilt frame. Do you remember that life, he exclaims, when we were a copyist in the cloister, bored and composing haiku in the margins of manuscripts? A soft order, probably early Renaissance. And remember the obliging washerwoman? I found out where the monastery was too. He pulls out an ancient Baedeker from the bookcase and flips through the Bible pages to a street plan of Padua. As the evening grows late, he becomes more of a grave mentor, like my old college tutor. Though I am as old as he. So, a late developer, but it hasn't turned out at all badly, has it? Follies, you say? Then honor them, even if you don't condone them. His voice is the most striking thing about him. The quiet strength and assurance. We raise our glasses to the future. Identical knotted veins stand out, and the same twisted arthritic thumb. On the slate floor, misshapen slippers, keeping one another company. I rise late. There is a roaring fire in the breakfast room and porridge on the stove. An ancient pendulum clock just makes it each time from tick to tock. No sign of my host, but a note in the elegant hand. Sorry for my early departure, but now I also have a long journey to make. For yours, here is a sketch map and a compass bearing. Fare thee well, brother, until the next time round. Do you remember old Basho, for whom days and months are travelers of eternity? So are the passing of years. On the plain, a gateless pair of posts, their lengthening shadow. Thank you.
Awesome. Wow. I love that. Good piece. I think I mentioned before, but like when you guys share pieces from other people, it's nice to expand your world of what you get to experience poetically. Finn, I know that you've got some cool events coming up as well. You want to let us know a little bit about that?
Yes, first up, coming this April 1st is actually an event by that I'm co-hosting with the Bronx Art and Fun Hub. Is that what they're called? Yes, Bronx Art and Fun Hub. It is an April comedy open mic. It's going to be happening, I think, at 4:15 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And then I honestly have not posted my next events, but one of them is the series. It's a successive series of Tuesdays, what we call poetry games. Basically, it's going to be writing exercises. The first one's going to be led by Matthew Marroquin, the second one by Elemental, and then we're going to be finishing up April, the month of National Poetry Month, with Nick Paleologos. So they're all going to be doing their own writing poet-led session. And I will put that in the chatsicles. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So many things going on, and I know you got your own stuff too. You got that link tree. Just look up Linktree Fiend Bell, right? Is that how it is? Yeah, put all those links in the chat. You know how it goes. But that sounds fun. I love the poetry games. So definitely try and catch those as well. We're gonna be like having so many things going on in April. It's gonna be so fun. Hopefully we won't get worn out. This is our fucking lives. This is our passion. This is our lifeblood, our life force. So it's really cool. I'm glad that you got this going on. Thank you for joining us again. All right. Cool. Let's see. How are we doing on that list? Yes. Okay. So our next performer, you've heard his name dropped already several times on this show, which is a cool thing, right? It's got to be really cool. But joining us from Storm Lake, Iowa, we got Matthew Marroquin in the house. Matthew, what's up, man? Welcome back.
Hey. How's it going?
Good. It's good. Good to have you, man.
So, I wrote something because that's what we do here. I think, unless I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, I wrote this like while y'all were talking, like like a couple poets ago. Like when I came back, when I said like, "Hey, I'm back," I started writing then. So it's very new. I don't know. Just felt like I had to do it, you know. There you go, PoetCon. So we're gonna try reading this. Hopefully, there's not too many grammar mistakes. Okay. No title, because again, just wrote it. Ha. When I was in 5th grade, the school suggested, recommended, asked, pretty much told my parents without actually telling my parents that I should see someone to find out why I acted out in class, why I couldn't focus, why the birds attracted me more than X and Y, and why I would freak out and cry when the teachers would yell at me or break rulers on my desk. So I went to a place where I think my dad said a while back where, Looney Tunes went or something like that. Not really sure. I don't remember. I was only in 5th grade, but the time was now, and a doctor talked to me without sticking needles into my body and asked me questions about how I felt. And let me sit on a yoga ball and play with the toy that matched my brain, expanding and contracting in all colors and had little points. And, the point of this was, I don't really know, but I know she told me that she had to diagnose the expanding and contracting of my brain that was too much color for me to contain. And I don't know, something about letters, ADHD with a vanilla mix of anxiety, but who knows what else there is to hide. But Doc wanted to fix those two first. So I guess I was Bugs Bunny now, because I had to say, what's up, Doc, once a month at least. But those carrots she fed me weren't very good. One was like a small little blue pillow, and the other was like a chameleon that I think was naturally white, who loved to rest on my tongue and go down the water slide in my throat, taking with it the ball and chain that weighed me down all day. And now I could sit quiet in classrooms, all nice and peaceful, but I don't remember those times. Because knock, knock, not one person in the rabbit hole, no one here, it's all dark now, no wascally rabbit to catch here. And my parents thought they fixed what was wrong with me, calmed me down with the medicine that slid down my throat, but they didn't understand what it did to me. They didn't understand what was going on in my head. Mental illness wasn't a word they knew in English or in Spanish, because it didn't exist in El Salvador. Mental illness doesn't exist in Latino America. Mental illness is just the lack of me trying. Mental illness is just me not being enough. But I never got to ask my parents back then the one question that floated around the shell that all those medicines left me as. The one that I just had in there, the medicine, that reptile that settled in my body and rattled around, that question that just came up. I always wondered, I always pondered, the curiosity was killing me 9 times over, because I just had to know, and I still have to know. Because if mental illness doesn't exist in Latino culture, does that mean I don't exist? Thank you.
Dude, what?
My guy!
What?
Whoa!
Like, yeah, I just wrote this in a couple performers. No biggie. You were totally channeling something, man. That's freaking amazing, man.
I honestly did just write this though. I'm like, you can see this timestamps now. Like,
it's the poetic equivalent of like, I woke up like this.
I just built different.
Damn, and you got a book coming out from Red or Green. You got some poetry games coming up. How can people keep up with all the things you got going on, man?
Main way, Instagram, vida_Marroquín. If not there, find me on Facebook on my name. If not there, I don't know. You'll be seeing me in the big books one day. Just watch.
Oh yeah, man.
Hopefully.
We'll be there for that. I love it, man. No, you gotta do that. You gotta have that. Hell yeah, man. That was a beautiful piece. Really, really, really. Just love, dude. Honestly, that was great, man. And even had the performance down. Like, usually someone writes something and they're like testing it out, but you already had. I mean, you're a theater kid, right?
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Theater kid. I make up like half the things sometimes. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Glad you made it. Let's see. We're gonna get people on, man. We're gonna get people on. I know Lacan's in the house, dude. Lacan, we're gonna get you on. All right, we're gonna get you on. Let's see. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and get back to El Paso, man. One of my personal favorites. I'm sure they're one of yours as well. Always coming with some fire. They've set up a whole paradigm for presenting their pieces. So let's just give it up for Lee MS. Lee, how you doing today?
Good, good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a new mic, that's why.
Oh man, everyone's getting new mics. I love it.
So I'm actually breaking that paradigm that you were saying. So I'm bringing through 3 of my stuff, 2 old stuff, 1 new stuff. So this is
good.
from my book, Para los Locos, that you can find on Amazon. If you want it cheaper or for free, just email me and I'll give you my email address. I can forward it over to you. I also have the electronic version. So if you don't like, or you don't want to pay for like the shipping or help with the shipping, I can also send it to you electronically. It's just easier. But anyways, so this is called Tightrope Cuerda Floja. We have walked back and forth this line for ages, carefully balanced between the borders of existence, bordering on who we are and what the 2 sides of the line tell us to be. We have survived, excelled in creating a new self that defines us, for who we strive to be at the end of the line. But now we take a step back, partly to process, partly to detach. Now it's time again to readjust realities, paradigms of worlds colliding where we least expected them to do so. We rediscover wounds and generational traumas in order to heal, first in silence, in the empty rooms of our heads with too much to process and too little to grasp, in the middle of a loose line, close from home and yet so far. This is the English version and the Spanish version. Hemos caminado infinidad de veces sobre esta cuerda floja, cautelosamente balanceados entre los confines de nuestra existencia, aprendiendo a cruzar las fronteras de quienes somos y quienes cada lado quisiese que fuéramos. Hemos sobrevivido, excedido expectativas al crear identidades que nos definen por quienes queremos ser al final de la línea. Pero ahora damos un paso atrás, parcialmente para procesar, parcialmente para desconectarnos. Ahora es tiempo de reajustar realidades, paradigmas de mundos encontrándose en los lugares que menos esperábamos. Redescubrimos heridas viejas y traumas generacionales para poder sanar. Primero en silencio, en el cuarto vacío de nuestras cabezas, con mucho que procesar y tan poco que comprender. En medio de la cuerda floja, tan lejos de casa, pero tan cerca. That was first. Then I have another one. This has no title still. It's just a long freaking run-on sentence of a title. It's just like when I say I don't want to work anymore, I mean I don't want to throw away my life in a meaningless 8 to 5 just to survive. So here it goes. How can I help you out today? It's the unfamiliar voice softly dripping from my lips and into the ears for me. It is the fake smile, teeth in full display, hoping to guide the conversation in a favorable way for me. Minutes ago, I cried for profanities to the emergency exit, coarse voice, enraged words echoing through all 9 circles of hell, announcing my presence on the fort. How can I bend over backwards for you today? It's the mask slipping between the time that passes and the one that's stagnant for me. It's the ways I throw away my mental health to satisfy the written terms I signed off in hopes of affording to live longer than the day by day for me. Minutes from now, I will find myself again crying away the rage on the 4th floor, emergency door of this hellscape, only to explain away my swollen eyes and blame it on the asbestos of the building. It's the all-knowing, sheet-eating, fake-ass grin and hollow blue eyes staring darts from across the desk for me. It's the "we are family here" lie while I scramble to leave aside what little humanity is allowed to meet the quota, sign the contract, sign their lives for me. Excuse me, the mask has fallen and I don't feel like putting it back on. I don't feel like zoning out at another meeting, another call, and throw away what little is left so I can subsist. So that's the old stuff, and then new stuff. I wrote it today. This is called Cambio, Change. And it's about code switching. I have yet to hear my voice without the aftershock of twofold imperialism, the combination of generational trauma and generational abuse. Inflicting, tied with a knot to my tongue, and hanging to the expansionism that kept me and many others from an origin. Following the traditions of the occupied, I don masks instead of self to exist in specific times and places, adaptable, a change at the ready. The Whitexicans mask with el español perfecto frente a los gringos, carente de interferencia estadounidense o española, ausente de modismos, coloquialismos, regionalismos, monótono esperando impresionar. The first generation immigrant con el inglés golpeado, the notes of anger of the north to the north. Los pochismos típicos, palabras inventadas que entienden solo los que cambian de un código ajeno to another borrowed one, brought from the experience of a mother tongue. And that's it.
Oh, yes, amazing. Wow. Got some killer pieces, Lee. We got to film a recording session too, you know, when the time is right, you know. So that's definitely the thing. Start thinking about what you want to record. So really quick, I know I accidentally got despotlighted. Anyway, there you are. Awesome stuff. I know you got a lot of stuff you're working on. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Someone watching right now on YouTube. By the way, shout out to Andres, always showing love on YouTube. What's up, man? Amanda Wilson. You got Nico sticking around. Love to the chat, but Andres, you know, it's always good to have that support. And how can people support you, Lee?
So you can, I got it back. You can follow me on Instagram at cadáveres_literarios. If you cannot type that, you can also look me up on Facebook as Lee Martinez Soto. I have a Cash App, is Lee Marzo, and like it says in there, more espresso, less depresso. And if you want like more or all of my other links, you can look at me up on the Linktree, and it's linktr.ee or something like that, and /cadáveres.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. Great. I love that you're always making new ones too. Great, and that's a great slogan.
I couldn't find where I left my other books after what we have going on in our room because we're fixing some stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I'm glad you got that. That's awesome. But anyway, always happy that you get to come and share those pieces. Definitely check out that first book, Para los Locos, and damn it, I lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens, especially when the spotlight's on me. Dang it, it happens. Anyway, Lee, thank you for sharing those. I don't remember. I'll remember it at some point later in the chat and bring it up. But you know, we're just celebrating people's words. You know, like oh yeah, I remember just the whole working thing. People, the service thing. People can relate to that hardcore. So I was feeling that. Okay, so check it out. We're gonna bring up another first timer here at this open mic. I'm glad they made it back. Joining us from Louisville, Kentucky. That's a first, I believe. We have Gwen C in the house. Gwen.
Hello, how are you? Yes,
Hey,
I'm here. How you doing?
How are you? Welcome.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm a Galveston girl at heart, though. Does that count?
Oh, nice. Awesome.
You're like,
Good to have you here.
That's the other side. All right. So I didn't have a piece picked out, but I'm gonna do this piece just because I don't know if it's Nico or Nico, but he said "Cash Me Outside" in his poem. So I'm going to do a piece that he sparked in me. And also with the George Floyd trial going on, I just feel like this is the piece I want to do today. Scrolled. April 5th, bout to be trolled. Because my words violate caution tape of unpoetic scenes. One shot heard the nonstop. Scrolling, msn.com. Article addressing Black man dead because of a shower head. Insert edit. Black man dead because of a power head. On the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Martin Luther King. Scrolling, followed by Masters Live speaking golf tweets after an ace. Where is America's tweets about injustice to the human race? A tweet would be a post. A post is used to erect a fence. Stop hurdling said fence and stand. Scrolling, fiery bubble fascinates internet. Scrolling, why you should save your eggshells. Is that so? Unarmed Black folks can have them to walk on in the presence of authority. Scrolling, teacher pranks a student found asleep. Shouldn't be an issue since the majority of the U.S. is too. Sleepwalking in courtrooms, daydreaming during jury duty, and a grand scheme returning no indictments, all while you were conditioned by media's hints, engaged by tactics like fiery bubble in the sea so that you continue to not see. Scrolling, breathtaking sights you can see for free. A Black man has the potential to experience breathtaking in his own back. Yard, car, at the mark for being. On the radar as a child playing in the park from grade school start. Scrolling, 50 best things about being over 50. Here's one. How about living while Black while reaching a half century? Unkilled by the streets or police. Foul cops, regardless of their ethnicities, compile the worst gangs in U.S. cities. Colors, nightmares walking, scrolling, how to pay off $5,000 debt. Scrolling, photos that make you laugh out loud. How about photos of love? Bible says we shall. John 13:35. By this, everyone will know you are my disciples if you love one another. Righteous we are, yet we don't fight for our brothers nor our sisters' lives. Scrolling, Harvey Luther gets 20 years. My heart is from Houston, but how you get 20 as a looter when active shooter police get administrative or paid leave time served, then greeted with a handshake, gun, and badge, or maybe just resign. No, they got coverage for civil suit, like media's coverage in which they design as an expose someone's past. Oops. Recreated for prime time, proving a colorful existence as they outline the character of the victim, darkening pigments attempts to villainize before flashing them in front of America's crimson shot eyes, who's readily awaiting the streams of attention they get when they rebuke Black lies, tasting the taint, feeding for the twist so they can pop off lips and judge us who face our own kind, discriminating, or others' attempts at artificial insemination, trying to censor what we produce by screaming appropriation. You might cash me outside, planting seeds in the soil you love to see slung, washing dirt from within your scar, let heart beat to prevent weeds. But as long as your grass is green, you forget like Emmett did with your grandparents. We all bleed the same, but you won't give a damn till your blood is on pavement or your family is wrongly taken. Your body is alive, yet your soul has not yet awakened. And that's that piece.
Yeah. Awesome.
Woo, woo, woo.
That piece right there.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Did you have another one prepared or?
No, I'm only going to do one today. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the rest of the show.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I mean, this is your first time here. You're welcome. And this is definitely not your first time. So it's good to have you at this particular open mic. And so how'd you hear about this one?
I don't know. I swear it could have been Nick or Marissa or anybody that could have shared it, but somehow I just seen it today and I was like, I'm signing up. So somebody shared it.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it. Awesome, Gwen. Thank you. And you're always welcome back. And really quick, do you have like anything you'd like to promote? A page, a website, a book, social media?
I appreciate that because I'm a slacker with that. I appreciate that. I actually do have 6 poetry books, and my 7th book is it's a leadership book. It's the 50 leadership essentials for leading with humility, unity, and equity in mind. So I took a different term from the poetry because I work in HR. So if you're interested in those type of books, I have 6 poetry books and then the one on leadership. It is Gwen C, C-E-E everywhere, and gwenc.com. And I appreciate you asking because I don't like to self-promote. Thank you.
Yeah, it's all right. I totally get that. Thank you so much for joining us today. Cool. And as you mentioned, you spelled out your name or CEE. I'm realizing, speaking in poetic threads, I'm looking at the list and there's like a little kind of a connection or a thread from performer to performer. So we had Nick followed by Nico, Kim followed by Fing, followed by Maratin, followed by Lee, followed by CEE. And then our next 2 poets. Check this out. We got a binary star thing going on because we have someone who's making a return up next, up first. But after him, he's going to be followed by Mr. Ed Poetastic. Now, most of us know Ed is like one of the most positive dudes out there in the world, and it's always great to see what he's got to share. And he's always, trying to, put his heart out there and help us out and everything. So we got Ed. But before that, I love this. And this is what I'm talking about, the duality. We're gonna have next up. We have the Sad Man. That's right. That is how we signed up. So that's how I'm going to introduce him. It's someone he's been here before, but a lot of you guys have not seen him or experienced him yet. The Sad Man is in the house. He's going to share a story. Are you with us, man? What's up, man? There you are.
How are you guys? I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Are you really the Sad Man?
Yeah, that's gonna be my new stage name.
All right, man. Well, go ahead and do your thing. Good to have you back.
All right, guys. So this is a story. It's called Conversation with One. The room darkens, the audience waits. The curtains begin to rise, revealing a sad man who sits under a tree asking questions. The audience hears a voice above the stage representing the sad man's thoughts. Scene one, the sad man. Why can't I let go? Why can't I be free? She doesn't want you. They don't want you. It's all in your head. You're making it up. It's happened before. A new character appears, a little pale blue devil, small, about 4 feet tall. He speaks. What if you're wrong? What if she does like you? See, there's hope. She smiled at you. She looked at you. She's talking to you. See, there's hope. He's there all day when she's there and pounding about her because of him. The sad man's thoughts begin again. Excuse me. Please leave me alone. I don't want to play anymore. Please let me be free. Just stop, please. Little pale blue devil, let me go. I don't want to be loved anymore. I'm tired and old and I'm cold. I love you. You're part of me. You have brought me joy, but I can't do this anymore. I'm tired and old and I'm cold. I've wished too long and it just made me old. Please just stop. The sad man hears a voice. What if she sees this? And then she's like, I like you too. Damn, I wrote that with hope. Fuck me right. The audience looks with disdain. The curtains begin to fall. The audience sees the light on stage begin to dim until only shadows remain. The sad man disappears in darkness. The end. Scene 2. The sad man's afraid. The curtains rise again, revealing the sad man standing, looking at an empty chair. The scene takes place in a small kitchen. There's a wooden table in the middle with wooden chairs. One chair turned around facing the sad man. Orange light comes from a window portraying a late afternoon. A voice from above the stage. The sad man's thoughts. I hear the other side of hope is defeat. To let go, I must accept defeat and move on. What a scary place to be when you're all alone. To accept that's what you will always be. Damn, fuck me right. The audience yawns and awaits to be let go. The sad man's sadness, scene 3. The curtains rise and fall. Now the sad man is sitting in the chair, looking up. A tall, smiling, blood red with pointy features devil walks on stage. The sad man and the devil have a conversation. I'll fuck you then, the devil says, because you're going to be all alone, you will live alone, and you will die alone. But you don't have to be alone. I'm here, I hear you, I see you. Are we in hell? The sad man asked. I think so, the devil replies. To always want, but to never have, to live in temptation. What a cruel joke, mijo. I'm the devil, and I was cast in the role of suffering. The script says, I demand worship, sacrifice, and evil deeds. But I ask for none. Fuck me, right? Like you, I was sent here as punishment, to be the world's representation of evil and punishment. But man, I just want to live and try to have as much fun as I can. If this is hell, then fuck it, Just try to smile, try to have a good time. The devil grabs the sad man's guitar, begins to play some pseudo tunes. End of scene, the curtains fall, the lights in the room come on, and everybody walks out. Not a comment is said. And now I give you 3 chords, and I'll let you be free. That's it.
All right, man. What a return. Oh man, coming from the outside. Is that you got some it looks like the stars, man, starlit background, a camp. Are you doing a bonfire right now? A
No,
campfire thing?
this is just a candle. I
Oh,
kind of
nice.
wanted to set a mood, you know.
You should have done it by candlelight. Hell yeah, man. You did. Awesome. So Gabe, man, that's a heavy piece.
Thank
you know, you
you.
can always reach out too. All right. you got us on some of us on Instagram. If people like that's a play, man. You got a play in the works. We got to record that sometime. All right.
Oh yeah.
And if do you post your stuff online? Do you have like a page or something where you share your stuff?
Nah,
Or
this is just
anyone
like
wants to follow you or keep up with you or anything?
the only thing I do is just like post like running stuff. So, but nothing about my poetry. This is just something that I share with you guys, and that's it.
Awesome, man. Ceremony. I love it. I'm
Hell
glad
yeah,
you made
dude.
it back.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome. Yeah, Gabe, you were here a little while ago. I think you started coming here around the time that Denise started coming around. Denise Signs. So it's good to see you, man. I love the guitar appearance as well. All right, let's keep going. As I mentioned, we have the duality thing. So we're gonna go and keep going. And next up we have one of our favorite buddies. I always look forward to seeing him at these shows, you know, and we got Ed Poetastic. He's fantastic. Ed in the house. Ed, what is up,
What
man?
up? Hey,
How
how's
you
it
doing today?
going? The host of the most that deserves a toast, poetastic, horrific, and so many proportions. Yeah, drink to that.
Yeah, toast.
Yeah,
Appreciate that, man.
woo! That's right, poetastic sis. Woo! I got 2 short ones and 1 long one, but I know it's 2 short, oldie but goodie. Okay, this is called Shamrock Rocks. St. Patrick's Day is absolutely greener than shamrocks or green beans. You can see it on me and everywhere. Green is everywhere, so why not share? Irish tune they whistle and sing, as proud like a queen or a king, eating and drinking without ends, celebrating with your family and friends. Pass me some tasty potatoes. I smell and gets my nose. No matter baked, roasted, or fried, I'm eating it with Irish pride. I've been blessed with Irish spirit in this green merry pit, celebrating. I forget. The booze can really hit. The next day, I remember as my hangovers goes timber. St. Patrick's Day is about a saint. Hopefully, he can tell me how to wash away paint. Thank you. And here's another one. This is called Fire and Ice. Both burned twice. It's not always nice to cry like little mice, hurting us for a price, cost of a deep splice. Most innocent as not innocent as rice. We roll the double dice for a taste of nature's spice. Very scary but entice, hearing nature's advice. Please don't carelessly sacrifice a piece of your paradise. Cover up from the bites, stand up for what's right, protect your vivid lights, cherish your calm nights, hold on your loved ones tight with all your ironclad might. Remember the blissful sights. Have one more golden advice. Unpredictable life isn't precise, but take it from me, don't be vice. Here's something to be less imprecise. Remember lessons up in your cognitive device. All right, and here's the last one. This is called Osiris. I behold your luminous soul, watching the planets coming align. Hearts turn to 100% gold. If I stay longer, I go eclipse blind. To me, you're out of this world. You're a marvel in space, eyes gleaming than pearls. I get lost in your unearthly grace. Hair is silky than the stardust. It's like the cosmos in your hands. Skin changed when she blushes in this boring, bland wonderland. Every time I stare at her, she stares inside of me. My words are quickly slurred, but she smiles with glee. Her eyes larger than the Saturn's rings, the hearts of the galaxy as she dances and sings. No need for massive gravity. Skin as shiny than Nova's light. The stars are her canvas. She sparkles in the pitch night while I blow her solar kiss. Her outfit is bathed in starlight. Hot heels taller than mountains. Nails covered in supernova white. The sparkling ball in all situations. She walks in the night away, lost in Aurora's tune, watching her dance and play as her heels shine like spoons. She wears golden bracelets, flashiest things I ever see, to warn off hungry misfits, yet she has eyes for me. Her voice is heavily, something I never heard, my ears melting in ecstasy, captivating all, including the birds. She goes in her UFO, blowing a lunar kiss. My solar system explodes. Wow, a moment of celestial bliss. Thank you.
Oh man, no, thank you, Ed. That was awesome, man. Good set once again. Yo, so how can people follow your flow online? Some of that poetasticness.
I love that poetry. So I call it poet synthesis or poet bumps. You can follow me on Bob Water. I'm always here on Mondays nights with all my poetastic people. I'm on Norwegian. I'm on Roots, Green Roots. I'm on so many open platforms. Just I have to tell you, keep writing, keep inspiring, and keep on flying. Woo! Poetastic.
Poet, that's the new sign off, man. You just got to be like poetastic out, and then you sign off and everything, man. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. Always good to have you. You have such a good smile, man. Again, you just bring up the room. It's good to have you here, dude. You can also catch Ed as one of many features at our upcoming Cinemike mixtape. If you're not familiar, we started this brand new project. It's kind of unique. I don't really see it happening anywhere else, but it's just little poetry videos that people are recording on their phones. It is in portrait mode, so you can just watch it off your phone. That's kind of the goal. New media, right? I know that's like one of the rules you're not supposed to do in film, but Lee said it earlier, like, or you got to break the paradigms. You got to break those paradigms. So Cinemike mixtape, it's going to be out by the end of the month. It's poetry inspired by the world of film. We'll have another theme for next month. We'll have it open all month and then release it at the end of the month. I'm going to try that out just to, again, inspire new content. So be on the lookout. If you don't already, follow us online, the Barbed Wire Open Mic Series, aka BWOMS. Find us on our social media, but follow Ed for sure. Let's keep it going though. I love that we have so many regulars now, and it just, like you said, you can find them here among other places. But our next performer as well, I know is going to be celebrating the New Rican 1 year anniversary pretty soon, and I know he's got a bunch of poems that he's been able to produce and do some really cool videos with. One of our favorite Chicano poets out of LA that joined us here at these sessions. And if you don't know, class is about to be in session. Guys, let's go and welcome to the stage Mr. Teso Somok. How you doing today? Good to have you.
Good, thank you. I'm gonna coattail on Matthew Marroquin's piece. I keep telling him he can't call it a chapbook, not with writing like that. Chapbooks are supposed to be throwaways. Your stuff's not throwaway. The accountability of norms. We live in a language that is not our own. The problem of minorities is that we're forced to serve a language we had no choice. It's already been laid out secretly, the silent murmurs with voiceless enunciations. The dominant discourse is already overdetermined. Its repressive force is already present. The hierarchical layered network of discourse is laid out. The discursive field, the matrix of signification, the realm of compliance is ready-made for an expected compliance. If you plug in and reproduce it, you are rewarded with the dominant privileges of society. If you linger in anger, resentment, vindictiveness, uncooperativeness, fail to follow the rules, opposition to authority figures, and fail to comply, you will be processed in one of two ways. Medically, through the linguistic psychology, cognitive behavior modification, prescribing a coercive self-induced compliance, a final integration into a regime of signification. Talk doesn't pay, so psychiatry turns instead to drug therapy. If talking therapy isn't your thing, there is neuroleptic domain. You will be chemically be brought back into the fold of social reproduction and compliance. If those processes fail for you, there is monopoly of state violence through its juridical and surveillance apparatuses. It will employ financial coercion till it becomes impossible to overcome the financial debt. If that is still not enough and you decide to access physical taking, apply violence against others, the state will deploy its monopoly of violence, and you will find yourself incarcerated in the cold concrete of society. You will be tagged and tracked, reduced to extremely cheap labor, as low as 33 cents an hour. The oxymoronic notion that you have freedom is nothing more than an incorporeal marketing notion. The only options you have are of linguistic slippage, feign an understanding of the dominant language, refuse the coercion, practice imperceptibility, escape the entrapment of overdetermined identities, projected culture. Power is a matter of affecting and being affected. A dominant regime of signification is a model you must conform to, a blockage of life. Strategic invisibility requires fluidity, flow, remove social codes, unexpected, subterranean and flight, be eligible, be ineligible to the rational administrative machinery. For you, Mr. Marroquin.
Gracias por eso.
And then this next piece is, I'm sure Richie and I will do it as, we'll use his looper on this one.
Yeah.
The Resentment Ragman. Ragman, ragman, taggy, taggy, ragman. Tell us what you got there in your sack. Oh, it's full of rhymes and riddles, jingles, jokes, and hided diddles. This bundle that I carry on my back. Will the system collapse if we refuse to buy what they're peddling? Their internal collective projection propaganda, the dominant dangers unacknowledged, unconscious, their biblical emotive eisegesis, insanely interpreted in a way that justifies their juggernaut paternalistic presumptions, their own anxious antithetical agendas, their own retro-racialized bastardly biases, creating castrated cultural classes, the treacherous, troublesome traits that discount your didactic manifest destiny, distract your moral and ethical discard, casting it on the whip, bare backs of melanized masses. Oh, tell us, funny ragman, grinny, skinny ragman, where did you pick up your funny rhymes? I got them from the propaganda punditry where we lose all sense of respectable rationality, where we, driven by sadistic, exuberant emotions, jump on the bandwagon propaganda, bandwagon. Join the cowardly crowds, follow the herd, turd, hit them like FOMO, mofo. Oh, dealer, stack the cards, hide your unsavory, racist, misogynist, meninist, infantilizing propaganda lies. Some were dancing with cornflower, some were hiding in church towers and sprinkle helter-skelter by the chimes. Yes, those plain folks propaganda. Wow, how can Jim Crow not be our awesome Americana? Our skepticism shuns celebrity endorsement, domestically discrediting the expertise man hiding in his obsessive objectivity used by the body politic. Ragman, nice old taggy ragman. Sing us some jingles, tingle song. Green grow the lilacs, all sparkling with you. And by the next meeting, I hope to prove you true and change the green lilacs to the red, white, and blue. Linger in the glittering star-spangled generalities, my guns, my Second Amendment, my empty freedom, my empty liberty. Love my positively putrid anecdotes, love my hyperboles, pandemic metaphors, my lyrical paraphrasing to attract more more my irreconcilable lies. Glitter, glitter, transfers riddle. My slogan, save the children. Harbade, mock, faith, comp, Auschwitz, hoodie. Love my sexy 6MWE shirt. My Crusader cross, my intactivist foreskin. Love my cutie Q. Trust the plan, or is it the Mandalorian? This is the way. My overdetermined Hawaiian shirts, foxskin, walking shaman with his Porta Grizzly Gallows naughty news. The infallible caustic cabal of resentful ragmen. Why, my dears, I've got a plenty. Sing you one, I'll sing you 20. I've been hoping you would ask me all along.
Awesome, man. Yeah. That's great, man. You got some bars, dropping some bars.
That's some crazy shit, Rich.
Oh man, I laugh, and you even did like a little pause at the FOMO mofo. It's clever, man. I like it a lot. Cool. So, did you decide what you're gonna perform at the Neo 1 year?
I have not. I'm still looking for recommendations from people. It's so hard. I think I've written. I've been writing about 2 pieces a week.
That's the thing. You've listed like 30 pieces for us to choose from.
Yeah.
And I'm referencing on Facebook. You can check out Pandemic Poets, where a lot of us congregate and post all the events we got going on. So appreciate that. And I know you just posted in the chat, but for anyone watching on YouTube, what should they follow from you?
Folks can catch me on Instagram under Gaseous 2019. The title of my poetry book, Marraquín, and you can get it on Amazon. And also you can follow us or join us on Pandemic Poets on Facebook. And obviously you find it here at BWOMS or at the New Eurekan. And there's a couple other places I run into Eddie Poetastic.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah. I do like that one, the Ragman. Nick said he voted for it on the Pandemic Poets. So yeah, if you haven't, if you're on that group, you should go check out that post and send the vote. Because yeah, that's a lot of poems to choose from. I feel that. So glad you were here, man, to share all this stuff over the year. And we'll keep it going as long as we can, and we'll should. I know it's been mentioned before, but I'm sure a lot of us probably plan on keeping at least some aspect of an online component once things in the future start kind of going back to like live events and stuff. Look forward to that. But man, I've learned so much from this experience too, getting to connect with people. So I definitely plan to keep at least in some capacity an online component so we can all connect. And if not, we'll all find a way to do that. So that's really cool. Thank you. So Samok, glad you're part of this. I'm glad you come in and get to share your stuff. And I got to get my looper. Damn, I haven't had it in like 3 weeks. Anyway, Domo's got a looper. Maybe she'll bust it out tonight. But she's coming in. She's almost up. But next up, we got one of our MVPs of the entire open mic. We're talking about 1 year anniversaries since we've started doing these events. And our next performer is one of the 2 people. Okay, one of the 3. Okay, one of the people, not including myself, that has been here for every single one. And on top of that, he's kind of been the part of the glue, like essentially, right? The glue that's held up some of this force, and he's helped out a lot. So I can't express enough gratitude for this guy. And as I said at the beginning of the show, make sure you show him some love. Next up, we've got Kit Wren. What's up, Kit? Good to have you back, man.
What's up? We press replay spotlight at the same time. Hang on. Yeah, we got. Yeah, the straw that stirs the drink, as Reggie Jackson once said. But yeah, no, this has helped keep me like having a purpose this entire year from hell, and I'm glad it's here, and I'm glad I've met all of you. I'm just going to get into the first one, which I haven't written in a while, but it's pretty old. But I like it. I don't care what you think in the end. I like it. Browning and Tennyson sit side by side, both discomfited by the bearded man who smells like clay. The three of them here in New Jersey, of all places, at the bidding of a tyrannical man who says that he can keep music in a cage. It's not that Robert Browning and Alfred Lord Tennyson hate each other. Rather, they feel locked into a kind of staring contest. Neither can be the first to pay a compliment. They desire, though they cannot say so out loud, to be courted. They want their opinion to matter to the other and to undermine each other's pretense. They are bone certain it is a pretense of being self-made. They don't know what to do with the unkept autodidact to Browning's left. He has no title and no fortunate marriage. He has made a self for himself with an ease that has made you think that you can make one too. The closest thing to art Thomas Edison made himself was a video of the electrocution of an elephant in the name of demonstrating alternating current. But it's due to him and his phonograph, and perhaps credit is also due to the martyred Topsy the elephant, that I can hear Robert Browning, Alfred Lord Tennyson, Walt Whitman, and the tension in that room. I can hear Robert Frost, the middle-class trickster god, reading two poems at the same time. I can hear moonlighting insurance executive Wallace Stevens linger over every word like he's triple checking. I can hear the stentorian T.S. Eliot trying so hard as he ever tried anything, to hide the fact that he was born in St. Louis. It's incredibly easy to make a new self. Some people never stop doing it. It's harder to make one you're happy with. But is happiness actually the goal? Do you know what it looks like? What will you do with your happiness once you catch it? Will you feel better if I tell you that the names of the past were thirsty and ashamed and running from their own voice, just like you? Wrong thing. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, Nick, I was referencing New Jersey. That was an actual recording session that happened in Menlo Park when Thomas Edison was trying to prove the phonograph's worth. He recorded poets that were living at the time, and you can hear those. But no, I want to give a little preface to this one because I love how many out of town people we get, and I love asking them where they're from and recording that dutifully in the little timestamps I leave on each video. But I used to have a little disclaimer saying that poets were from El Paso unless, and now y'all outnumber us. So I've left that disclaimer out. And you know what? I'm a very bitter provincial man, and I kind of resent all of this. And so I'm reading this in defense of the beautiful city of El Paso. This is called The Ziracle Rejects the World at Large. I have a confession disguised as a question. Has the desert spoiled all other outdoor settings for you too? Do forests seem to you a claustrophobic compromise between the indoors and the outdoors, unsatisfying as most compromises are? How can this be outside if I can't see the entire sky? Does the ocean seem showy and excessive, gaudy like plastic jewelry on an otherwise fine hand? To have all that undrinkable water feels like someone made a mistake, but didn't care enough to correct it. We are a dry land, but what we find is potable. Did the hill country underwhelm you too? Were you tempted to laugh at all the hill people who went around instead of over and through? They would think us mad, but I'll never make the mistake of caring what they think again. Does every green field, no matter how wild, take on the manicured unreality of a golf course? I am tired, friend, of this world of driving ranges. You and I will spread our picnic blanket in the sand trap and throw back every Titleist that blunders in. And yeah, it's been a year of this shit. I'm trying to keep up, but it's something I wrote about the lessons from this. It has no title. It's still in the notebook. Still not sure about it, but that's what you're here for. You're my focus group. Thanks for being part of this. I am wondering, as I would if I was sifting through an attic in preparation for an estate sale, what to keep from this era and what to discard. It seems to me now that life before this catastrophe was unsanitary, as foul as we imagined the Dark Ages were. Even after everything else is restored, we should keep singing as we wash our hands to mark the time, turning the spigot when we reach the first chorus. One day we will harmonize in a crowded bar restroom, and until then, we will practice. I think I will keep wearing my mask. I like the idea of giving significantly less of myself to strangers, to put my nose and lips behind a paywall, give only friends the password, a new and unmistakable show of trust and care. I am writing this to you because I am tired of typing. I am mailing this to you because I want to truly surprise you. Without the herald of a floating ellipsis in the chat window, I want to reaffirm the old technology of ink and paper so that when I see you again, we can use the knowledge that is older still so that we can sing.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, thank you. I didn't see who said fuck yeah, but I agree, fuck yeah. And we come at last to the cover poem, just a highlight for me at least. But this is The New Intelligence by Timothy Donnelly. After knowledge extinguished the last of the beautiful fires our worship had failed to prolong, we walked back home through pedestrian daylight to a residence humbler than the one left behind, a door without mystery, a room without theme. For the hour that we spend complacent at the window overlooking the garden, we observe an arrangement in rust and gray green, a vagueness at the center whose slow, persistent movements some sentence might explain if we had time or strength for sentences. To admit that what falls, falls solitarily, lost in the permanent dusk of the particular, that the mind, that fear and disenchantment fatten comes to boss the world around it, morbid as the damp-fingered guest who rearranges the cheeses the minute the host turns to fix her a cocktail. A disease of the will, the way false birch branches arch and interlace, from which hands dangle last leaf parchments in a very large array of primitive bird shapes. Their pasted feathers shake in the aftermath of the nothing we will ever be content to leave the way we found it. I love that about you. I love that when I call you on the long drab days, practicality keeps one of us away from the other, that I am calling a person so beautiful to me that she has seen my awkwardness on the actual sidewalk, but she still answers anyway. I say that when I fell, you fell beside me, and the concrete refused to apologize, that a sparrow sat for a spell on the windowsill today to communicate the new intelligence, that the goal of objectivity depends on one's faith and the accuracy of one's perceptions, which is to say, a confidence in the purity of the perceiving instrument. I won't be dying after all, not now, but will go on living dizzily hereafter in reality, half deaf to reality, in the room perfumed by the fire that our indistinguishable will begins.
Yeah, Kit. Awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Uh, you know, I always love like looking at everyone's quirks when they finish a poem. Like everyone's got them, and I love it. Like some people are just like blunt and poem, and then like you got people like Nick who throw their notebook down, and then you got Kit doing this, which reminds me of Fullmetal Alchemist because you just did alchemy. Bro. So how can we people who are watching on YouTube, any maybe students or anything? By the way, yeah, El Paso Poets, we come on. There could be more of you, but I'm gonna clip that and share it with the world. But how can people follow you online, man?
I'm back home, so I got my little sheet again. So Instagram at Kit Ran Away, Twitter at Kit Talk Sports, which you can't complain because it's right there in the title. Ignore this till September. Look me up on Facebook under Kit Ren because that's my name. If I recognize your name, I'll add you, and if I don't, sorry. My PayPal is connected to my email, so if you want to drop something in the tip jar, go there. And if you want to just yell at me, you can do that through my email because it's my understanding that that's what email is for yelling. But yes, thanks everyone who came before me. Thanks everyone who went after me. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself because if I don't, I'll.
Yeah, man, great transition. I'm doing the spotlight thing. Hell yeah. Thank you, Kit. As I mentioned before, he does a lot more. And so if you don't know, if you're on Zoom right now, if you're on YouTube, you probably already know this, but these shows are archived. So we do have an archive of all our past shows, except for the very first one that we did in April of last year. So that's like a secret show. But you can go catch them. And something that's been really, really helpful in terms of that archive has been Kit going by and doing adding timestamps. He mentioned it right now. Like he'll go and tag you and add locations. So it's cool to go back and revisit past performances because in that whole catalog already, there's poems that have made me feel stuff. I've literally cried at a lot of your pieces, at a lot of your songs, and it's good. It helps connected and it reminds us of our humanity, and at least for me, it was completely helpful during this whole time, especially during isolation, social spacious solidarity, as I like to call it. But yeah, thanks, Kit. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna go to the East Coast, and I know it's late. I know it's late for you. I'm sorry. We got Domo Beth, and she's got like a whole new setup. I just had a book fall.
Hi.
What is up, Domo? How you doing?
A lot is up. So, my camera's been off because I've been practicing. I was like, I don't want to sound like Booty Cheeks because this is my first time, and I refuse. So, hopefully my microphone sounds okay. I recorded myself several times to make sure that the song I'm gonna sing is gonna sound like a song I should sing, and whew. That was a lot of words. Let's talk more. So I guess I should do a poem because I shouldn't just be a guitar head, but let's get to the poetry book first of all. Just betraying me right now. Okay, all that practice for nothing when you look like a goof. So this is some words on paper that I'm going to recite to you that I wrote. This first poem is this only poem actually, because we're not gonna do multiple. I'm gonna do the one that I wrote for last week's theme of water. I'm just gonna redo that one, okay? And maybe I sound better on this microphone. So, my voice. Okay, breathe. Woo. Water. Wet. Humidity. Showers. Moist. Are you uncomfortable yet? Would you rather this water be dry? Contact bounty for deserts, for soaked towels stored in trash for someone else's problems. I'm not pretending and tending and caring and SpongeBobbing anymore. I need it. I need drip drops to irrigate cracked lips, need morning dew to sparge confusion on face during morning walk, need refreshing free showers of Florida home exit and journey to roasting metal time capsule on wheels. I need to bake. While waiting for the 10-minute countdown to start signalizing, walk to class now. Usually snoozed and dismissed for scheduled walk to tutoring now. I need moments. Outside of room filled with memories, I need water. Wonderful, awesome, treasured experiences, non-refundable. The inn is silent. If I did not have water, I would not survive. I need sweat. Need heat to grace face with inspiration of perspiration. I need deodorant. Cued by scrunched nostrils from COVID, quarantine stank from same outfit for 3 days in same PJs for 7 days in. I need time. To point in the interest of value, I want gravity to stop pushing me 6 feet under. I pray the earth doesn't realize the mistake of life and floods itself for a do-over. 75% turn 100 in one natural disaster. I need an ark. With instructions to save the ones who believe. Believe it is possible to kill ourselves, to murder life with the suffocation of anticipated death. I need blood. To symbolize the viscosity of change. The flow thickens and slows to a crawl, and I feel the chemical poison breathed in and the slow exhale of hope. I need rebirth. A new baby abnormal to emerge from its embiotic fluid and be christened for hope. I long for common, for regular, for routine. I miss external inhales. Miss absorbing humanity through skin to skin, day to day visuals. I miss being a hugger. Thank you. And then let's do some music, because that was what I was here for. Okay. All right. Yay. So I plugged in my amp. I literally just sacrificed time. I was like, let's do things that are not productive in the way they should be. And I have some music to share now. So first of all, let's see if that actually sounds nice. All right, okay. Hopefully that sounds okay to you guys. This is a song I wrote. It's called Song of Stories. All right. I feel like I shouldn't start with this one. I'm going to not start with this one because this is the best for last. So instead, I'm going to do a acapella song that I also wrote. And hopefully you guys like that one too. So here it goes. It's called Waiting for Today. I heard you're waiting for today to pass. I know you're trying out yesterday's mask. Today is the day to be yourself. Crying out farewell, say forgive for health. I heard the time has come at last Guilt gone, emotions done, hard fast. Set sail to old ships, anchors drawn. Work hard for yourself, you're not a pawn. You are free just to be. Heal yourself, please, for me. I heard you're waiting for today. Thank you. Now for the best for last. Okay. Woo. All right. Woo. All right. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. There's going to be page flipping. Prepare yourself. Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, Lacan. Yes, Lacan. Okay, sorry. Okay, sound all right? When I sing, does it sound okay? Thumbs up if you hear me. Okay, cool. Woo! All right, now for real. What the heck? My brain forgot the actual lyrics, how they go. So I'm so sorry. I literally just practiced this like 6 times. I don't know how that happened. So just give me like a millisecond to just rehear it so I can redo it the right way. Wow. Terrible job, Dominique. Terrible job.
It's like when you study and then you blank out when the test comes
Yes,
up.
it was just that. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
That's what I call a brain fart.
Oh no, my voice. Let me mute myself while I do this. I apologize for the cringe.
Oh, cool. The Domo show, for show. Sweet. I'm gonna MC while you do that. I think. Hell yeah.
I got it. Why?
Right, cool,
Why?
awesome.
Why? Yeah. That's how it kind of goes. Okay. Woo, I apologize for myself. All right. Why are you treating me this way? I have always been your best friend. See, we don't have to end this way. She's my new beginning and middle. I could have been your story. I laissez-faire was the way to go. Didn't show out, let emotions grow. And now I am left alone, crying because he's gone. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah. You got right up on that. What is that,
and
Mike? Really quick.
all
Can you-
your
can you-
greatness.
I
Yeah,
love
Thank
awesome.
you, God.
That was fantastic.
so good.
I feel
Yeah, you got the new
happy.
Damn,
setup.
that was awesome.
We're gonna fine tune that. What mic is that anyway? I'm looking at it right now. It's hard to see.
Amazon.
Oh no, the Amazon mic. No, that's cool. That's cool.
I will text you.
Yeah, you got
It's
the
an
upgrade.
Amazon mic.
Awesome. I dig it.
Amazon. I got it right off Amazon. 1 day shipping.
Okay. Hell yeah.
great.
All right, cool. All right. Domo, how can we follow you? I know you got like 10 million Instagrams. Okay, but there's one that you update all the time.
But there is one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I do have too much social media. It is a problem. And you can follow me there anyways. At creative LYDOMO, creatively Domo. And if you don't have that, you do have Facebook, hopefully. And my name is Dominique Bethel on there. Dominique Bethel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
awesome.
wait.
Yeah.
Cannot forget to plug.
Plug it.
Broken Mic, Spokane, Washington. I do host there sometimes, occasionally when I feel like it. I'm kidding. No, when I'm on the schedule. But you can also find me there, and it is in my social medias of the too many. Yes.
Hell yeah. We love Broken Mic. And also you got that podcast coming up.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm being featured on Fiendcabulary podcast, and I am so excited. And I did put her through way too much for this podcast because I happened to get my microphone and I was like, I want to redo everything. And she was like, okay, yes, yeah. So
awesome.
yeah, I appreciate Trisha. She's amazing.
Awesome. Yes. I mean, we have so many awesome like facilitators and like supporters and producers that take part in this. And Domo, you too, like your Instagram and your YouTube channel, like all those throwbacks are freaking hilarious, funny. Yeah, after party times. Come on. But creatively Domo, we got to do another Instagram account like that has to do with like being productively procrastinator, something like that, a productive procrastinator, because we already know the story, but check it out. That was amazing, Domo. Nice setup. Look forward to the rest, so check it out. You mentioned we also mentioned this person a couple times throughout the night. He was also signed up last week and didn't get to perform. And much love, sending my thoughts to your mother and everything. Hopefully she's doing all right. But a lot of us love what you're doing, man, and looking forward to your upcoming work. We have Lacan up next. Lacan is joining us from the Philippines. Hell yeah. What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm so sorry about last night. Last week, not last night. What happened last night? Last week. But yeah, thanks for asking, man. Yeah, my mom is going through recovery. So let's just put it that way. So thank you, man. Magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lacan and I'm from the Philippines. So I have 3 pieces for today, and all 3 pieces, it's the first time I've ever tried this style. So yeah, I love discovering new styles. So this one is I got it for from I submitted this for the Surrey Writers Festival, and it's a troale, which has to have like 8 lines and same meter. It has to have a rhyme scheme of um, A B A B A B. Good Lord. Okay. So there. So this is about my favorite flower, which is because that was the task. The lotus, because the lotus is a flower that blooms in the dark. So there we go. Here we go. Her ivory bloom lays dearly on the pond, tenderly still, silently spread, smiles secretly under ebony skies, clearly flourishing. See, she lovingly furls her pure rarity, yet still knows that beauty fades hourly. Thus her destiny she'll fulfill. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, then the next one, I will be in a show April 3rd in Tokyo. So this is in preparation for that. So I had that Lotus poem translated to Japanese. So shout out to all the Japanese people. I love, 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 love your food and your language and your architecture. So here we go. 彼女の次の花は平地に心からよけておっています。優しく、それでも静かに広がり、浴衣の空の下でこっそりと微笑みます。ありからに花へしている、見てください。彼女を愛情を込めて、彼女の決心な化粧水を吹き飛ばしますか。それでも、お美しさが時間ごとに寄せれることを知っています。したがって、彼女の目、彼女を上手、それでしょう。Thank you.
Wow, man. Good. That's good, dude.
I did not expect that. That was amazing.
Thank you. Ah, good Lord. Okay.
Woo! Very nice. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Arigato, Likan-san.
Dude, yes. Please talk more
You
about,
can even
about this
feel,
show.
like, of course,
and-
I don't understand what you're saying, but
Okay.
I can feel your cadence and your through the language. I was still kind of like getting the feels, even though I don't know what you're saying at all. You know, I do it with Lee too, because so awesome.
Yo, exactly. Yeah, I'd love to hear more about this show, and then also, of course, your upcoming stuff. I know you got some stuff going on, some really cool things that you're doing.
Is it okay? I have another one.
Oh, please, yes, absolutely.
Okay. But okay, all right. I was like, it's like, oh, okay. So this is also using a new style. So let's see. A newly wetted poet takes the stage, grumble, mumble. Mic is taken by the hilt. Voice cracks, tongue shoves out. Eyes shot blank with bullet claps. He's dead on arrival. Afterlife came in, buried tones from resurrected lines, rings, poets can sing, ashed in. Such a turn on. Heaven, welcome. There's a door charge. Your fingers flicking a fee, pressing live, comment, heart. Instant gram of stories is free, but that's purgatory. Face a book to the audience like they're stupid. That's in, you know. Okay, big boss is here. Instructions. Don't be too unique. Everyone wants to belong. Flail a cliche symphony. by borrowing the timbre from a viral throat. It'll be a hit, verified. Being relatable is a key hole. Ask questions they want to hear. Feed with a spoon. No one wants to think these days that much, that deep. People don't have time. So you have to angle those angles. They love that, being commercial, you know? You can't be too passionate. It's ugly. Heartbreak, depression, politics, anything that elicits attention, headlines. I'm a joke, you know? Pretend you're funny. Well, I think everyone is, but make it poetic. Cheer, jerk, a tear, masturbate, a rhyme. You have a -4, a meter, wank it like it's bars. Shoot with a trigger. Warning is in paradise. Others don't matter anyway. You know, they're not A-lister. You will be too. I assure you. You'll have the wings to have that swing. Then, and with a bang, wow! Now, bow, bow, lower, bow, like a dog. Thank you.
Damn! I'm just.
Lacan, you're a whole vibe.
When you scream politics, though.
You just get mother. Government.
All the love, man.
Love you guys. Oh my god, I love this fam. This is like so. You are so real. I think that's the key there. Real. Thank you.
Yeah, right on, man. So tell us about your events, because I've been meaning to make one, and now you're including times. I'm like, okay, you did Mountain Time, hell yeah, want to make that one. I know you're doing events and everything too, and how can we follow you and support these?
Okay. And back in my in my head, I was like, so you can follow me on Instagram like a commercial person. No, that's not. No. I'm on Instagram. That's the LKN Poetry, and also I host 2 weekly events. One is for Society X in New York. That's 9 p.m. Eastern time every Fridays, and then on Saturday is my own house party for artists from all over. It is 10 a.m. New York, 3 p.m. London, 11 p.m. Manila. So it covers all major time zones. So yeah, we have had people from Tokyo, from Mauritius to Trinidad and Tobago, UK, of course, the usuals, US. So, and also on May 8th is the launching of my book, Silver Strands. And it's going to be simultaneous live and online. So thank you so much, everyone.
Dude, that's awesome. I've been like that book. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. I actually did record a poem you had performed in the past from that you performed here from Silver Strand. So that's exciting. I really want to make those, like, honestly. So I'm gonna start putting those on my calendar. That's freaking amazing. Yeah. And also, like, I'm going off of Fiend Bell in the chat, but like most of the time people are like, all right, this is a new piece I wrote, new shit. You're like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna try a new style. And then like, all right, here we go, here's a new language. And you just like do it, which is amazing. That's the standard right there. I freaking love it. So I'm glad you got to make it today. And again, you know, keeping you in our thoughts, man, and all the love. We'll see you in future shows for sure. Awesome. And as our next performer likes to say, you know, this open mic is a global, got poets all over the world. You all know her. You
All
love
over the
her.
world.
This week's theme was fire. She's always fire. Guys, let's go and welcome to the mic poet Conras Fire. What is up? How you doing?
Unmute. Hey
There you
y'all.
go.
Poet
Hey y'all. How
Con.
y'all doing? Man, it has just been a decadent night as always. You guys are amazing. So I have two pieces. This first one is for my boys. This is called A Perfect Day. A perfect day begins when you utter, "Good morning, Mom." Those lips, body warm and feeble, draped, wrapped around and across me like a crimson scarf. Warm kisses on a cold forehead. A perfect day begins after you have said, "Good morning." I grab your fingertips and kiss them. Rub your head and caress your cheeks. Good morning, my love. This morning when I rose, I did not have one doubt that I could do without these simple reassurances. The sun rises upon us. It says, "Good morning." Purple, orange, red, and blue stretch across the sky. A morning so beautiful, I make time to cry. Surreal, 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 surreal. Okay, that's my first piece. Woo-hoo. You are sleep. Sleep. Sleeping when you could be sweating, letting, finding, and letting go, pulling the curtains off the rods from grips to maintain balance. Massive palms from 6'4" stance, gripping corners of sheetrock walls, rudely invading my vortex walls, huge hands holding hips, neck grip next to noose, swallowing small serenades, suffocating sounds with sheets, yet you sleep, sleep, sleeping, and I cannot help but want to slap the shit out of you. Thank y'all.
Oh shit, that ending.
Essential something for y'all. So I want to share something with y'all if I can. I guess I should share the poem too, because I've never got to share a poem out of a book before. But my poem, Hair Riot, got put into a book, Salute to Black Women Poets Tribute. My poem is in this book.
Yes, fuck yeah.
And I'm just thrilled. I just can't even, I've always wanted to read one of my poems from a book. I guess I just need to take the moment. Do y'all, can I read another poem? Because it's just
you
right
have
here.
to. You have to.
Right.
Yes, please.
Find it. Let me find it just real quick. 42. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Hair Riot, Queen by poet Conras Fire. I am a Black woman doing all I can to stand in a nomad's land, Everything the light touches is tarnished. I retreat to my closet. A walking hazard, harlot. Heart beats to outshine defeat. My entire culture is proving the vulture wrong. A protest for a smile. Head full of riot. Only one way to stop it. Now, pow, 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 still cannot stop it. Wow. 4C Afro got gravity on its tippy toes. It's the strength in the stride of my nose. I scare the tyrant with silence. Defiant smile for the malicious, viciously sexy, labeled a sex fiend per the price of her enjoyment. I now enjoy guilt-free. Oh, so insane, this reign of pain. I changed the climate amongst other things. Amongst other things, failed to mention I am a queen, but I am scared. I do not want to be here. American fear, white privilege. I hear my son say, "Mommy, nowhere is safe for the Black man to run or play." 10 years old. Reality shattered. I come through with the dustpan and mop. Clean up on aisle. Stop killing and imprisoning our Black fathers so Black boys and Black daughters do not feel they have to help single mothers who are left to deal with the concealed fact that Black boys and Black daughters are set up to fall victim to the captivity of a fatherless reign. Oh, so insane, this reign of pain. The Black woman, intended to be the jack of all trades, the true Jew. I pop a pill or two. Every day her strength is renewed somehow. I do not know how I do it. It ain't easy being Black while Black. I pack a purse with words pressed down, shaken together. Verses and stanzas in my hands, I present them when necessary. I am divinely protected, my heart never neglected. Mantras from the ancestors provoking these words to tangibly unfold. What I repeat is my reality. So everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. I lyrically expectorate joy. Chisel through till I see you. If I was the one to save us, race would not be. Giving CPR to my dreams, how far are we from the hospital? Black woman, demographically subjected to the sun. I am the fad you chase, the one you stare down to bear down. You dare to compare now. Yeah. How does she manipulate the plane like a pilot with a protest for a smile and a head full of riot?
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Woo!
Yes. Breathing it all in. Mm-hmm.
All of it.
Love it.
Man.
Yeah. Poet Con, one of the peeps to bear the mantle of BWOMS host. That is a legendary title, but you've been killing it. I'm glad. Congratulations on that.
and I know what it means. I tell people I worked on Richie. This was like a year. I was like, hey Richie, hey Richie, hey Richie. And then I didn't have the car after I worked on you for so long. You were finally with it. Then I didn't have the car.
This is pre-pandemic. Like I wanted, this is pre-pandemic. I wanted Erica to host like our actual live shows. We got always stuff in the works. So
yeah.
Awesome.
So I
do your thing.
I'm working on learning how to plug myself, amen. So I realize I'm supposed to put this in the chat. Yeah, I have to figure, because I'm on my iPad. It's just, okay, I'll figure it out. But anyway, so this is what I got going on, right? I got my Cash app. It's Concash1. My Venmo, it's Erica.Tilly, because that's my real name. And my PayPal is tillyerica08@gmail.com. So I am one of the original 10 with Miss Marissa Prada, who spit that awesome ass woman poet poem for us tonight. And I appreciate you for that and all of your poet moves, and that you reached out to me. That just means everything to me. So I am one of her original 10. Check us out on Red or Green Books. No, Red or Green. I might be messing that up. redorgreenbooks.com. Yes. All right. Yes. Awesome. And then also this book is for sale. I'm not sure how much it is. So, I'm putting it together, but I'm actually able to buy a bunch of them to sell them. I've never done this before. This is all new to me. So that is what's going on. This amazing book of Black women poets from all over the US. So fuck to the yes. And I'm working on my manuscript from my book, CPR to my dreams. CPR to my dreams is a book for 2020. Dedicated to George Floyd. George Floyd happened the day right before my birthday, May 25th. My birthday was 26th of May. So my dream is to have my book drop on his birthday, and on the anniversary of that. And I'm just going through getting my book cover together right now. So Lord willing, I should have that done in a week or so. So that's all of what I got going on. It's nice to realize that you actually have shit going on to share with people and gather and bring to the people, So I appreciate that. Thank y'all for giving me time and just being awesome. Be on the lookout for something for the anniversary. I don't know. We might have to plan something outside in the park, Richie, something. I don't know. But we're going to do something special for El Paso. Totally. Yeah. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Yeah, I just kind of threw that in there, Richie. Okay. All right. I'm done.
Yeah. We're good. Yeah.
But thank y'all.
Thank you. Poet Con Ross Fire. If you're not already follow her. Poet Con Ross Fire. She gave all that info right now. Go check it out. Support. It's like the most important thing, main thing. Hell yeah. So I'm glad that there's all these avenues that we're doing that. And Poet Con is also going to be one of our featured poets in one of these video series that I'm producing through BWOMS, and it's cool. Let's just keep thriving. I've said this before, during the pandemic, we adapted, to survive, and we ended up thriving in a way. So it's good to be here. So next up we got Colonel Mustard. He's gonna spit some ketchup, some fire. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Next up we got Dan the Man. No, it's Daniel Connecticut, aka Dan the Man, Dan the Van. No, it's Dan the Man. I'm kidding. Dan, are you ready, man? Hopefully, because it's been a whole show. Dan.
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me set give me 1 sec. Let me set this camera ready.
There's no more minutes left, Dan.
It's expired, man. I gotta pay more.
All right, hold on.
I'm kidding. Zoom makes me pay more by the hour.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's cool. Shout out to everyone, by the way, who's watching on YouTube. We've had a lot more people join in. Sandy, of course, is always a big supporter. The church The church is a local entity. They also do stuff in California. They produce a lot of awesome content. Robert, what's up, Robert? Arenas, Bob.
Okay, ready.
Good to have you. Right now, giving shout outs. Andres, is always good to have you on, man. Okay, Dan, where are you?
I'm right here.
I don't see you.
We're ready.
Are you wearing? Oh, you got a book that's just called Poems. Oh, it's Emily Dickinson. Okay, that's fine.
Yep, that is it.
All right, guys. You know what time it is? It is time for the smoke detection battery check hour.
Yeah, Basta.
Featuring Dan the Man
Going long.
and Poems.
You're wasting the time.
Dude, I'm giving you a big intro. Hold on. All right, guys, make some noise and welcome Dan the Man to the stage, closing the night.
As approach. Okay, as we approach. Please, may I? Thank you. All right, as we approach National Poetry Month, which we're less than 3 days away. Well, now 2 days away. And now I give this book, and it is called Poems by Emily Dickinson. Click. Okay. All right. I'm gonna start off with book 3. Book 3. Right here. And the third part, and part 3, it's called A Light in Existence Spring, not present on the year and any other period when March is sacredly here. A color stands aboard on solitary hills that science cannot overtake, but human nature feels. It waits upon the lawn, it shows the further tree upon the further slope that we know. It almost speaks to me. Then a horizon step or noon's poured away. Without the formula of sound, it passes and we stay. A quality of loss, affection in our content, as trade has suddenly encroached upon a sacrament. Unquote. All right, next page, to March. Dear March, come in. How glad I am. I looked for you before. Put down your hat. You must have walked. How out of breath you are. Dear March, how are you? And the rest. Did you leave nature well? Oh, March, come right upstairs with me. I have so much to tell. I got your letter and the birds, the maples, the never know that you were coming, I declare. How red the faces grew. But March, forgive me, and all those hills. Yet you left me to hue. There was no purple suitable. You took it all with you. Not who knocks? That's April. Lock the door. I will be pursued. He stayed away a year to call. When I'm occupied, but trifles look trivial as soon as you have come. That blame is just a dear as praised, as mere as blame. Unquote. And next one, the part 4, March. We like March. His shoes are purple. He is new and high. Makes he mud for dog and peddler. May he forest drive. Know the adler tongue, he's coming. I beg at her spot, stand the sun closely, so close and mighty, that our minds are hot. News he is he of all others, folded where to die, with the bluebirds buccaneering in our British sky. Quote. That's Emily Dickens. Yep. Emily Dickinson, Poems. I'm going to read more next Monday as we launch National Poetry Month. Who's ready for that? Oh, speaking of poetry, has anybody this picture right here? SoCal Val. You recall 5 years ago, I did my first birthday tribute to SoCal Val, and I'm going to share an image. Oh, come on. Reggie, I need an image sharing, please. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
You can do it, man. I believe in you.
Okay, there we go. Okay, let me show you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There it is. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay, there it is. All right, here she is. All right, here she is. SoCal Val. That was like 11 years ago. But yeah, if you guys remember, she was a Impact wrestler. She was an Impact Wrestling ring girl. Then she later went on to a fashion blogger, then freelancer around wrestling. She was WOS. She was a commentator, and right now, Grown Ass Women TV on, if you find it on Twitter. But that was nice. Okay, now you might recall I did a poetry to her, and okay, it is called A Poetry to SoCal Val. This was featured on my blogs, and this was featured on my my birthday tribute. So. Okay, here it is. Poetry to SoCal Val. Okay. All right. 1 minute. Oh shoot! Hold on.
And the man.
There we go. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, a poetry to SoCal Val. SoCal Val, short of her Southern California Valerie, nicknamed the governess of California, still Valerie, for women's entertainment wrestling to Impact Wrestling and now in Shine Wrestling. Well, at the time, still turning the pages of SoCal Val, Southern California Valerie of Central Florida. I gotta say that you were a hell of Val, you were one hell of a knockout. That's a good thing. You were never counted out, but only you were. But not only you were a knockout, but you're a fighting beauty of all. That's why you sometimes perform wrestling, but with your brave heart. So while someone whistling a tune that doesn't fall apart, just like looking at the stars in a sky. You're a sky full of stars, according to Coldplay, while shooting stars and had the time to stay. Well, your instrumental song, Magnify, it is the official theme song that I made for you. I wish Dusty Lowe, Joe Barone, or Aubrey Michael sang that song for you. Make that, and I still wish Dirty River Boys write a song about you. I still wish your theme song was Girl, according to Alicia Keys, Girl on Fire, because that song was played since the day of your departure from Impact Wrestling. And through this song reminds me of the feeling of California's summer breeze in the LA coast of Venice Beach, Santa Monica Beach, or Malibu Beach, or sailing the Atlantic Ocean overseas in the Florida South Coast, or Miami Beach, or South Beach, or, well, not only you serve as a ring girl, you were a knockout, a ballet, but you were also a model, an actress, a fashion blogger, a fashion advocate, a spokesperson, a broadcaster, as now you serve as a freelancer. Hopefully, SoCal Val, my friend, hopefully I'll see you in the spotlight of Hollywood. I might have a dream that you may be winning an Academy Award, whichever comes first. Well, SoCal Val, my friend. So see you later. SoCal Val still stands for Southern California Valerie, hailing from Central Florida. Still, you are Valerie. Hope all's well. End quote. Oh well. I guess you're familiar with that. Right, Richie?
No. Nah.
Well, it was 5 years ago. I performed that at BWOMS, the Black Orchid Lounge. I guess you don't remember. That's okay. But anyway, I'm going to leave the link. Well, I think I already did that. What do you mean, rest in peace, Black Orchid Lounge? What do you mean? What happened?
Dan, we got news for you, man.
It's God.
They closed in like Michelle and Juan announced they were closed in like October.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Well, in October. Did they went out of business?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm I am more sad than you are about this, man.
It's okay, man. We will continue creating in their honor, man.
Okay. Well, just to let you know, okay. Anyway, just to let you know, this sucks. All right. Well, just to let you know, this Thursday throughout April is National Poetry Month. Anybody see this one? I created this myself. What do you think?
I love that you're like, has anyone seen this? By the way, I created this.
Yeah, you're repeating what I said, Richie. Okay.
And that's why I love.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys. Don't forget to upload. Don't forget, I just uploaded the special edition interview with If We Were Turtles from last Sunday. That the 306 sessions is currently in production for season 8. So we're doing this thing safely. So you guys know. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Okay. All right, you guys. Read it and weep it. There's my follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Dan the Band's Weekly on YouTube. For those of you who are new here, please screenshot my screenshot this. Now's the time. Please do it now. Yeah, I got 5, I got 4, I got a 3. Hey, really? There's some new guys poetry.
You got it, man.
You got new recruits.
Yeah, we do. No, Dan. This is on YouTube. They can pause the video.
All right. Yeah. If you guys on YouTube, please screenshot it. And like I said, we have a 26th birthday tribute in the works, but it will be a surprise. And I'll keep you guys posted. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you. And Easter's this Sunday. So happy Easter to each and every one of you this coming Sunday. So, all right, you guys, thank you for what? Thank you. And you know what to do. All right, back to you, Richie. Thank you.
Awesome, man. I feel like I'm on a newscast. All right. And that's the weather. Back to you. All right. Say bye, Dan. Wave. Bye.
Yes.
All right, cool. Awesome. That's Dan. If you know, you know. Hell yeah. And that's half the battle. Check it out, guys. Amazing show. We actually had like 6 or 7 people signed up that couldn't make it today. Like they're having internet issues, studying, which is crazy because like it was a pretty packed show nonetheless, and a pretty amazing show. So as always, check that out. Follow, like everyone was promoting shows and workshops and all sorts of cool stuff. Go follow them. Go check those out. I please, let's keep doing this. Let's keep proliferating the poetry, the poetic goodness, the poet synthesis, as Ed would say. But much love, So yeah, exactly. So for another stay-at-home open mic, my name is Rich. Check it out. We'll be back next week. We're getting really close to celebrating our 1-year anniversary, as Poet Khan once said. So we'll just open it up, and what we'll do is we'll do the greatest hits. People will bring your most fire poem that people have loved over the last year or so. So we'll do that. So we're going to go ahead and end the live stream. But as always, we do an after party. So if you ever want to join us, be in the Zoom stream around this point, or you can hit someone up for that. We're going to stop live stream. It was good having you guys. See you next time.